Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, sorry about that. Not sure what happened. OBS just completely shut down the stream. Yeah, let me check for a second. No drop frames on the network. Yeah, there must have been some network congestion. So we may have a couple of issues with Streamlabs, I'm sorry, with OBS today. But I don't think that's an OBS problem. I think that is a, hold on a minute. I think that's a YouTube problem. That does happen on their end on occasion. So give me 1 sec. Let me check my setup here. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for coming back. Okay. That sucks. Now we got to start all the way back, all the way over from the beginning again. Thanks, OBS. I appreciate that. Yeah, apparently there was some network congestion that completely shut down the stream. That does happen on occasion. But we are back. And Bear Warren, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. So Ratio Galpy, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we were up previously for about 45 minutes. Then the stream completely crapped out on me. So Rose Sanders Law Firm, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's wait for everybody else to come back in. And let me make sure the announcements went back out. Just give me a sec. Yep, notifications went out again. Okay. Yeah, that is I think that's a problem on YouTube's server end. That does happen. There are way too many links in this chain. So Bear Warren says, got both notifications, was finishing at work on the first one. Yeah, something happened with the network. It completely shut down the live stream. But we are back. All right, give me that money. So hopefully everybody that was here previously will come back. So yeah, I sent the notifications back out on, let me make sure. Twitch notification, not Twitch, I'm sorry. The tweet went back out, yes. The tweet is out. Yep, it went back out. Okay, so that's good. So hopefully everyone else will come back. Hopefully. So Ratiok says he got the second notification, not the first one. Yeah, that's YouTube being YouTube. Okay, let's keep this party going, shall we? Again, sometimes that happens with the network during live streams. Something that I have absolutely no control over. Hold it. Let me bring up OBS to make sure I can see what's going on. Yeah, but I do apologize for that. That's just a network thing that I have no control over. Same thing happened during a Saturday stream as well. Normal guy, welcome back. Yeah, network completely dropped out. Like from right underneath my feet. Let's make sure we got supplies over here at the bunker. Log in. Let me stand up. Let's become an MC. So Rathiok says, been trying to get tier 4 for Icebreaker. for the yacht. Icebreaker is glitching or something. Completed it with the challenge, but I'm not being awarded. I think accuracy is a problem. Theo Jansen, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Accuracy might be a problem because accuracy is one of the requirements for Tier 4. That's why I'm not even going to bother with it. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's become an MC. Yeah, I do apologize for that. My network completely dropped out from right underneath my feet, and I am pretty pissed about that. Bud316, welcome back. Yes, that was a problem with the network. Yeah, problem with the network. And unfortunately, this is something that's out of my control. Knights Gaming, what's up, brother? What's that? You thought Miss Pancake Butt kicked me out? Wouldn't surprise me. She may have some, was that contacts at YouTube? Yeah, normal guy. This week it's not a good event week. Not a good event week. But because I had never owned a super yacht before, I figured this would be the best week to buy one. And it was definitely worth it. So guys, welcome back again. Sorry about the kerfuffle, if you will. Looks like we're good for supplies, so okay. We're good here. Yeah, Multiway, welcome back, brother. Sugar Daddy, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us, man. And Dracula, welcome back. Yeah, OBS, fix your OBS. Yeah, I don't think it was OBS. I think it's on YouTube's end. I think it's on YouTube's end. Sometimes any kind of a hiccup on their servers can cause issues on my end. Mpolo81, what's up, man? Cellcraft, welcome back, brother. Good to see you. Yes, exactly. Cellcraft, I can't afford a super yacht in real life, so I kind of like my super yacht in the game. It is one of the cooler properties that I've purchased. Okay, Mpolo81, welcome back. Yeah, Knights Gaming, don't get me wrong, the yacht missions are fun, man. They were actually really fun. I was surprised. I was definitely surprised. Okay, so we're good here. I think, yeah, we're good to go. Let's start Cluckin Bell, shall we? We do need to re-up and rearm, so let's head back to the agency. Matthew, welcome back. Good to see you. So Ratjuk says, Icebreaker is no snacks and armor. It's holding me up. I've completed the challenge, but not getting rewarded. I've got everything else in Tier 4 complete. Okay, and that does happen sometimes. I think the easiest way to deal with the no snacks and no armor is just to let yourself get killed, because it doesn't say that you can't get killed. It doesn't say that you can't die. It just says not using snacks or armor. So I think you can complete it if you get killed without too much difficulty. Wolf Sikorsky, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. So he says, GTA 3 on PlayStation Extra from the 10th of June. Hopefully Rockstar does something with it for the 4th of July week. Possibly. So Slow-Mo says, bought the yacht, stepped onto it once, then got back to grind to make the money back. That's kind of what we did during the previous live stream. The 5.4 mil that I spent on the super yacht, we spent the entirety of the first part of the stream making that money back. All right, let's make sure we got some armor, ammo, and snacks. And by snacks, I mean Imani. Dracula says, I have... Oh, back up. Gamers7, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we finished all the yacht missions during stream last week. Or, yeah, during Saturday's live stream. And it was actually fun. Very enjoyable. The missions are fun. They just need to pay more. Okay, pistols, AP, flares, machine gun...
Hey, let me know if you have any
rifles.
Always gotta have a mag of that. So what you looking for?
Shotgun should be good. Sniper. Heavy.
That a lot of money.
RP. Mini. And body armor. Okay, we're ready. Let's do it.
Stay strapped.
Yeah, it's Cellcraft. Like I said, when I buy snacks, I mean Imani.
Hey, boss.
Yeah, I think Imani would give Lucia a run for her money.
See ya.
So Mpolo 81, the key to finishing the final mission for Oscar Guzman Flies Again is to make sure, first of all, you got to take out that plane in less than 5 minutes. You got to shoot down the plane in less than 5 minutes. That means no focusing on any incoming missiles or any of that BS. Ignore the other planes, the missiles, helicopters. Focus your fire on the Titan. Okay, once you knock down the Titan, get to the Titan, repair the engines. Try not to get bogged down in a firefight to the extent possible, because the firefights on the ground is what's going to waste most of your time. Get the engines repaired as quickly as possible. Get the plane, get it loaded with ammo, and get that thing back up in the air as quickly as possible. Now, when you're hunting your targets, for example, the two MOCs, the submarine and the train, make sure that you're flying low enough to the ground to hit your target, because the 40 millimeter rounds, or the howitzer rounds, if you're too high above the target, those rounds will explode above the target. So you need to make sure that you're low enough when you shoot. Those are some of the tips and tricks that I put in my walkthrough for completing it in 60 seconds. 60 minutes. In under 60 minutes, that is. So Wolf says the only Tier 4 challenge he doesn't have is Oscar Guzman Flies Again. That one is a bit of a problem. That was a bit of a problem. Finishing in 60 minutes is difficult. It ain't easy, but it can be done. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And we, believe it or not, did it on stream. We did it on stream a couple of months ago. All right, here we go, people. Time for some Clucking freaking Bell. So let's see. Johnny on the spot.
Location should be coming through.
Get off that G-spot.
LSPD files with cash.
So slow-mo, we're going to use a combination of both the Vigilante and the Armored Kuruma. So where's Johnny? There he is. Why did I take my glasses off?
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around.
Agency Armored
It's
Kuruma.
coming at you.
So possible present, welcome back. And Randy Mars, good to see you, brother. Welcome back, man. Yeah, we had a problem with the stream earlier. The stream completely disconnected. Completely disconnected and shut down. That is a problem on YouTube's end. I am convinced that problem's on YouTube's end. It's not a problem on my end.
By the way, I will be able to assist you with my LSPD privileges, accessing their database and communications.
All right, let's do this. Time to make some money. And thank you guys for coming back again. I do apologize for the network issue. So I'll keep one eye on it and the other eye on the actual game. But welcome back, guys. It's good to see you. Nailed it. So Gamer7 says, I set my Kaio and I've got 4 stacks of the old Coca-Cola at the big hangar. And you got the booze as the, okay, got booze as the main target. Nice. Okay, AP pistol challenge. There we go. Yeah, so slow-mo. This blue color, this is nautical blue with an ultra blue pearlescent.
Hey, asshole! Fuck you!
Yes, it's nautical blue with an ultra blue pearl. Got him.
a man down. You got nowhere to go. Watch out! Know where the fuck you at? I'll come up for you. Soldier down. You motherfucker.
All right. And remember, everybody, floor money is good money. Give me that flow money. Give me that flow money.
You motherfucking clown.
All right, let's do this. All right, give it a second. This dude's going to come running in here. That's what she said. Boop. Well, Slow-Mo says, Kuruma seems to be a mix of the Lancer and the WRX. Love the styling. Believe it or not, that's exactly what it's designed from. It's a combination of both the Lancer Evo 10, I think. The Lancer Evo 10 and the WRX Impreza. The Armored Kuruma was one of the first money grind vehicles that I ever bought in Grand Theft Auto. One of the first. And that's how I did most of my special cargo crate grinding with the Armored Kuruma. That was that was a long time ago. Jeez, that was back in the day. That was back in the day. Dracula says, does anyone know how long it takes for the coyote to respawn the ruby necklace if you take a break from the heist? Usually, Cody Hernandez, welcome back. Usually, if you get a higher tier loot, now granted, the ruby necklace is not a high tier loot, but it's higher tier than the tequila. Let's say, for example, you get tequila, then your chances of getting a higher tier loot the next time around are supposed to be pretty significant. So I don't know the exact spawn frequency of it. Let's put some armor on. But in general, if you get tequila like once or twice, then you'll more than likely get something like the next higher level loot during your next playthrough of Cayo. Because that's typically the frequency that I see. Yeah, slow-mo, I think that's right. Definitely the front bumper and the grille. That's all Evo 10. Man, this thing is slippery. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna murk these dudes out. Get wrecked. That's why I use the Armored Kuruma. All right, problem solved.
Okay, just like last time. Locate the scenes and all to the premises. Keep your wits about you, though. Don't be surprised if they made some improvements to the security after your last visit.
We got a man down. Ain't no way out, bitch.
I'll shoot this guy in his kneecap.
The fuck?
Ricardo Butler, what's up, brother? How's it going, man?
You motherfucking clown.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Got nowhere to go. I'm gonna put you down.
So he says, subscribe for tacos. Talked about that yesterday. 60% tequila, 15% necklace, 15 bonds, 10% pink diamond. That sounds about right.
I'm gonna kill you, motherfucking whoever. There's been shot.
And there are actual stats for that. That's not just guessing or guesswork. There are actual stats behind that. Give me that floor money.
You lost, fool? Know where the fuck you at?
Give me that floor money.
It's your last day today.
Well, Mpolo81 says he likes using modded cars for different missions. Hey, whatever works, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish Rockstar would let us use our personal weaponized vehicles, personally, for all the missions. For all the setup missions, especially. Theft Auto. Let me refresh my page. Yeah, in many of the contact missions, we don't have access to special weaponized vehicles. Yeah, YouTube's having some trouble today. Give me a second. Yeah, YouTube is definitely having some trouble today. Now chat's gone. Hold on a sec. Chat's gone. Give me a second. I got to refresh the page again. There we go. That's better. Much better. Yeah, YouTube is on the brink today. There's something wrong on YouTube's end. That's definitely not on my end. Cellcraft says exactly. They have us spending ridiculous amounts of money on weaponized vehicles only not to be able to use them. Yeah, that's right. That's one of my biggest complaints. That's one of my biggest complaints. You know, there are police vehicles that cost $5.6 million in the game that only pay you $25,000 for police missions. How does that make any sense? Tomboy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Dark Reverence, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, Tomboy, I want to see vehicle import-export tomorrow, man. I want vehicle import-export. If we got Super Yacht this week, it's a strong possibility that we're going to see vehicle import-export tomorrow. That's what I would like to see. Either vehicle import-export or auto shop contracts. It's got to be one of those two. And considering that we haven't had vehicle import-export in over a year, that's what I think it's going to be. So Wolf Sikorsky says he finished up Resistance Retribution the other day. Fun game, easy platinum, infected mode. Nice, congrats on that, man. Yeah, exactly. Fix YouTube. Yeah, that problem is on YouTube, man. That's definitely not on our end. And why am I standing on my car? It's standing on my car for no reason.
I'll come up for you, motherfucker. Hey, careful.
Yeah, Sugar Daddy, exactly. We haven't had import-export in over a year, man. And import-export is fun. Get wrecked.
You're dead.
As he runs into a tree. I still think Rockstar needs to turn down NPC aggression. So Woodcroft, or excuse me, Tomboy says no major event week. This week, what are you talking about? The current week? No, this week is not that great. But if we get a bonus on vehicle import export, that's good. Auto shop contract bonus would be good too. Either one of those would be great. Something else I would like to see is double cash and RP on vehicle robberies. But of the 3 possible bonuses that I mentioned, we haven't had vehicle import-export on bonus in well over a year, so I think we're due. I think we're definitely due.
Now we're ready.
So Dark Reference asks, when will the summer DLC get released? So check this out. The GTA Plus event month ends sometime. It's going to end what? Next Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. That's when the GTA Plus event month ends. Now, if the GTA Plus event month were going to end on a Monday, then there's a strong possibility we would see some kind of an announcement or notification on the summer DLC immediately afterwards, but that's not the case. So I think probably somewhere around the second week of June, we should get some notification on the summer DLC. We may see it before that, but usually the DLC will release right around the end of the GTA Plus event month. Okay, let's go. We got to go back to the agency. So, Joker Sinful, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. So what's that? Double cash on Cluckin Bell would be nice. It is possible that we could see that. That is possible that we could see it. Rockstar may implement the hard mode bonus for Cluckin Bell. Why am I on the submarine? We don't need to be on the sub. Hold on a minute. It is quite possible that they might give us double cash on the on Cluckin Bell. I agree. That would be pretty nice. Tomboy says, any idea for the upcoming DLC? Yeah, I just talked about that. Just talked about it. Again, I think when the GTA Plus event month ends, we'll get a notification for the upcoming DLC, or it'll probably be 2 weeks prior to. So we know that we're getting a new GTA Plus event month on next Wednesday, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. So probably within the next 2 weeks, we'll know something on the upcoming summer DLC. All right, let's get some more body armor. Tomboy says, would be nice to see Michael DeSanto, Trevor, and Franklin make a major heist again. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Now, consider this. Because GTA 6 isn't releasing until 2026, we're getting 2 more DLCs. We're getting at least 2 more DLCs. So...
take your time. You own the place after all.
All right, let's go. Operation Katana, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So that means if we don't get Michael DeSanto this summer, then we're getting Michael DeSanto for the winter, without a doubt. We're getting a winter DLC. So I'm about 100% certain that we're getting a winter DLC this year. Woodcroft says 50% off snacks from the convenience store. Don't give Rockstar any ideas. That's all I got to say. Manage. Request. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. I do apologize for the little network disconnect earlier. That was a YouTube thing. That was totally on their end. So Gamers7 says, rumor is we'll be able to buy the mansions in the new DLC. I saw those rumors. And unfortunately, they're all rumors. They're specifically rumors.
Hey,
Although, I do think it's possible that Rockstar will give us access to mansions. They can totally do that. You know, I'm not going to name check this one content creator because everybody has their own style of content creation. But there's one creator in particular that's putting out a lot of clickbait regarding the summer DLC and regarding the potential winter DLC. And I'm not going to put a great deal of faith into any of it. Because until something official comes from either TezFun2 over on Twitter or something shows up on the GTA forums officially, or something, we don't hear anything official from Rockstar Games, then I'm not going to speculate on it. But yeah, I've seen those rumors. Now, what do I think that what the summer DLC is going to be? I think it's going to be Cops and Crooks. Yeah, Dark Reverence, I'm not name checking any other creators. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to name check any other creators here. Not on that, but you probably know who I'm talking about. You probably know who I'm talking about. But there's a lot of clickbait out there that I think is very disingenuous. Yeah, Dark Reverence, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm not going to speculate on any of it until it's official. And you've got some creators out there that are clickbaiting for views and clicks and subs right now. So I get it. It's slowing Grand Theft Auto, but I think putting out the most accurate information is the best service we can do for our respective communities. All right, where is my armored Kuruma? Johnny on the spot, get off that G spot.
What up, virgin? No sex yet or what?
There he is. Yeah, Gamer67, exactly. Unless it's official and unless we hear something on it, I'm not going to put out a video on it. Now, a speculation video is one thing, but just put clickbait out there is just something I'm not down with.
It's on the way.
So, you know, for example, you know, I was speculating just a second ago that the next upcoming summer DLC could be Cops and Crooks, and I based that speculation on the fact that we haven't gotten the police outfits yet. There's a reason that Rockstar hasn't released the police outfits. There's a reason that we haven't gotten the police motorcycle yet. I think Rockstar is waiting for the summer DLC, and we do know that Rockstar has been working on a Cops and Crooks themed DLC, but they decided not to release it because of some political unrest a couple of years ago. Kumo, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Nailed it. Oh, that dude's got murked. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just reading comments and driving at the same time. So note the chat. Don't re-chat and drive the armored Kuruma at the same time. It never goes well. So yeah, Dark Reference, like I said, I'm not going to name check any content creators, but you guys know who he is. You know who that person is. Again, they're putting out clickbait. They're putting out a lot of it. So, and because of that, you know, unless I get official information, I'm not going to put it out. So Kuma says, I know exactly who you're talking about. I stopped watching his content and unsubscribed from his channel. He has turned into a clickbait machine. Yeah, just like Boss for the Win. Just like that, oh, excuse me, Boss FTW. Just like Boss FTW, same thing. I mean, I guess if that's what we need to, if that's what we want to do in Grand Theft Auto, all we have to do is put out clickbait videos now? Is that what I should be doing? Seriously? Is that what I have to do? I have to sacrifice the quality of my content for the sake of clicks and views? No, I'm not going to do that. You know, to give you an example, so Slow-Mo says, exhaust goes pop, pop, pop. I wish they had some Lancers in GTA. This is the closest thing we'll ever get to a Lancer, man. The Armored Kuruma is the closest thing we'll ever get. And you know what? I love this car. So Gamer7 says, I see the crew hacking thing is still happening. Yes. We talked about that earlier. And as a result of it, because Gilly Master's GTA account got hacked, believe it or not. I hate using the term hacked, but his account was modified. His account was modified by someone using Rockstar's support tools. which is essentially what happened a couple of months ago. It's the exact same exploit.
Whoa!
Found him. Yeah, and we talked about that earlier. Hey, Gamersky7, that's what we're going to do, brother. You better believe it. Get wrecked.
That's him. Get eyes on the laptop.
That's exactly what we're going to do. And yeah, Kuma, exactly, man.
The information
Like
on
I
this
said,
laptop is gonna tell us how out the window for hitting the factory.
we're going to keep things true here. That may mean that it may take me a little longer to get to that silver play button, but you know what? I'll get there. Okay, so we got the laptop. Let's go find the terabyte. So, you know, in respect of this this latest exploit, if you will, let me refresh my page. In respect to this latest exploit, what I've done is unlinked my in-game account from Social Club, and I think that's probably the safest thing we can do right now. Yeah, dark reference, exactly. I don't know, man. That's just the nature of YouTube. You know, clickbait works, and that's all I can say is that clickbait works. And I'm not going to do it. That's all I got to say. So a note to chat: don't rechat and drive the armored crewman at the same time. It never goes well. Yeah, Operation Katana says it's the same guy that believes in moon theories. Yeah, yep. Yep. I'm going to leave it at that. Yep. So Wolf Sikorsky, the exploit is that someone, either a Rockstar insider or someone with access to Rockstar's support tools. In other words, support tools are those that work on Rockstar's back end. Basically, they allow someone to edit and make changes to not only your crew account, but your in-game account in real time. And this is what happened to Gilly Master. His account got hacked. Or not hacked, but his account was modified in real time while he was on stream. But that's the exploit. Apparently someone using Rockstar's support tools are stealing crews. They're literally stealing crew accounts and subsequently stealing player accounts as a result. So that's what the exploit is.
Let's take care of the hacking device.
I would like to recommend that everybody out there take a look at Gilly Master's video. He published an excellent piece on it, and I'm going to publish a video on it later on, giving my thoughts about it, because I also published a video on this same exploit a couple of months ago when it happened then. But this is not a new exploit. It's one that's been around for at least the past 2 months. So it's nothing new. Holy smoke, what's up, man? It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Cellcraft says, just came across 2 dogs barking at each other. Apparently they had a lot to say. All right, let's see. Where is my... There we go. AP pistol. So I was mentioning something yesterday. You know, we were talking about clickbait. Yeah, a 10-pound drone versus 2-ton car. Go figure, right? Yeah, we were talking about clickbait. I was working on a video. The video that I put out yesterday on the captain's yacht, or the captain's outfit, and mission 6 for the super yachts, or the super yacht life missions.
You should have access now the drones are down.
Initially, it was just going to be me saying, hey, you know you want this outfit. But after I finished the entire video, I looked at the content and said, you know what, this video sucks. I said, this video is garbage. I wasn't happy with the product, so I threw the entire piece out. I got rid of the entire video. I deleted the whole thing and started from scratch. I released that video at 1 a.m. I think. It was like after 1 a.m. when I finished with it, and that's because I wasn't satisfied with the quality of the content, and I didn't want to put out some clickbait piece of trash that didn't have any real substance. So that's why I took the time to redo the entire video from the ground up, so that the video would have at least some substance behind it. And I'll typically do that because I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to creating my own personal content.
Accessible. We're gonna need it. Good work. Now, as I'm sure you realize, we'll need another train. I found one which should be acceptable. You'll just need the keys.
So I tossed out that whole video and redid it from scratch, which is why I was awake till 3 a.m. yesterday, and I am dog tired. But I do think it was worth it. I do believe it was worth it. I don't want to put out a subpar product. But unfortunately, you know, clickbait sells, man. Clickbait sells, and people like clickbait. You know, it's something about the anticipation.
Just a simple matter of rerouting.
The anticipation of a video, or the anticipation of upcoming DLC, the speculation, there's something about all of that that gets views and clicks and everything else, and subs. That's not how I operate. So that may mean that it's going to take us a little longer to get to that silver play button, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. Get wrecked. He totally deserved that. Helps out the channel a ton. Alright, AP pistol. There you go. Alright, let's do this. That dude on the motorcycle totally deserved that. Alright, murking him out as we go. Slow-mo says, quality over, I forgot to say. Get wrecked. That's right, give me that RP. Let's wait for this guy to stand up again. Zach Addington, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. If that dude stands up one more freaking time. All right. Well, we found the key. Hey, Zach Addington, appreciate you, bro. Oh, give me that floor money. Give me that.
As soon as you have the keys, you should be able to access the train.
Hey, Gamers7, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Hey, it's thanks to you and everybody else out there that we have what is, I believe, arguably what is, I believe, one of the best communities for GTA on this platform. Seriously, we try to keep things as real as possible here. Shoot that guy in his kneecap. Okay, let's go. Which, if you think about it, for a toxic and volatile game as like Grand Theft Auto Online, it's kind of hard to do. But I think we do a pretty good job of it. Let's go.
All aboard? Then as you approach the signals, hit them with that hacking device. And remember to keep up your speed. Don't want those miscreants to catch up and take
So what we're going to do is, once we complete Cluckin Bell, we're going to jump into a vehicle robbery. Then we've got this week's priority FIB file. Again, we're not going to leave that money on the table. Definitely not going to leave that money on the table. Because technically I'm still paying for my super yacht, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Super yachts paid for. Yeah, the super yacht's actually paid for. So, I'm just being greedy right now. We're just being greedy. Yeah, the super yacht is actually paid for. And all I gotta say is, worth it. And more to the point, the Super Yacht Life missions were fun. I didn't have high expectations for the Super Yacht Life missions going into them, but as soon as I got into them and began playing them, they were pretty fun. I was surprisingly, I was impressed. I was definitely impressed. All right, that's it. We stole a train. Slow-mo says, my super yacht is on a 10-year payment plan, 15% interest, definitely worth it. This, yeah, I had, fortunately, I made a lump sum payment on mine. Lump sum payment, no interest. 0 interest. As a matter of fact, because I made that lump sum payment, they gave me a free mixologist, a free bartender, who's actually kind of hot. So I got a free bartender with benefits. That's what I got. And thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Okay, next. All right, nice. So if we're here, where are we? Oh, shortcut. I also think we need to purchase some supplies.
Okay.
There we go. We're going to take a shortcut back to the garment factory. I never use this. There we go. We're here. I never use that thing. Never use that. We need to buy some supplies for the bunker. So let's... If we're here, the freaking bunker is right up the street. Where's the exit? Bunker's like right up the street. Let's go to the bunker. Or not the bunker, but the arcade. We'll go to the arcade. Order some supplies for the bunker. Looks like the nightclub wall safe is full.
Diga? Yes? Hello, who is this? Hola, amor. ¿Se te antojan unas cervecitas? Ay, Dios mío.
All right. Let me steal this crappy Chevy Volt. Because the game is called Grand Theft Auto after all. Let's order some supplies for the bunker because I think we're due. We can swing by the nightclub, get the 250K out of the safe. And we'll continue with the Clucking Bell. So Cellcraft says, I still enjoy playing those missions from time to time, even if they're not on bonus. Cellcraft, I'm exactly the same, man. I play the same way. And I'll give you an example. The Operation Paper Trail missions are fun. As a matter of fact, you guys remember Rockstar gave Operation Paper Trail a permanent 2 times cash pay increase a couple of years ago. Operation Paper Trail is fun. As contact missions go, they're pretty fun. So Finn Gurmy, thanks for joining us. Finn says, I like that car in the game. Nice and quiet ride. Hey, Finn, you know the funny thing is that car, the one that I was just driving, has some serious customizations on it. It does. It's got some serious customization options, which is hilarious. I find it hilarious. So Ghost Rider says, oh, let's back up. Hold it, stand up, before we do anything. Never register as a CEO. That's why I got ghost rated last time. Now let's have a seat. Gamer7 says, I bought my yacht. When I bought my yacht, I thought the price was a drop in the ocean. Somebody told me that the super yachts, the super yachts are the hole in the ocean that you just continually dump money into. Nothing is further from the truth. Yeah, Finn, seriously, it's got some pretty cool customization options. Okay, gun running. Let's get some supplies. Yeah, we might as well resupply now. Let's just do it. All right. That's that. Okay, let's go to the arcade. Let's go out the front door. Excuse me, Paige. Yeah, exactly. They think the game is called Grand Theft Buy Our Shark Cards. Which leads me to back to my original argument. If you've got some random person out there that's hacking GTA accounts and adding accounts or adding money to accounts in RP, you would think that Rockstar would be vested in fixing that security problem, wouldn't you? You would think so, but for whatever reason, they're not. Okay, manage, requests, give me my oppressor. So, Operation Katana says, do you think I'll be at 1 billion by the time GTA 6 comes out? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easily. 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 Because it didn't take me long to get to 600 million on this count. You guys remember, about a year ago, I was sitting at like 300 mil, 350 mil on this account. About a year ago. Hey, GTA 5, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well today, man. It's good to see you. But yeah, definitely we'll be able to hit 1 billion before GTA 6 releases. Not as it will make a difference, but yeah, definitely possible. So let's get the money out of the nightclub wall safe and we will continue with the Cluckin Bell. Just wanted to take a stop to manage this. As a matter of fact, let's go talk to Miss Red Shirt again. You know, since we're here, and since she's Miss Red and Miss Shirt. Where's she at? There she is. Yeah, GTA 5. It's not that difficult to make $1 billion in the game. So Zach Addington says he had a bunch of modded accounts, they got banned. Well, see, here's my point. Rockstar Games is adamant about banning something like a modded account, right? But for whatever reason, they haven't fixed this security exploit.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, girl? Second time in one day. How are you? That thickness. Ooh, she thick. Give me some crates, young lady. I'm going to send her out to get some crates. But yeah, they have yet to fix this problem. This current exploit is the second time in about 2 months. Because this is not the first time this exploit's been prevalent in Grand Theft Auto. And we got to remember, it's not only a Grand Theft Auto problem, it's a social club problem. So even if you're playing something like Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Online, I should say, if you have a linked account, then you could be at risk. And even if you don't have a linked account, you're at risk, whether you're on PC or console. Declan, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
I'm dead.
All right. Yeah, Holy Smoke says, or God mode. Don't even get me on the God mode glitches. Don't even get me started on those guys. You know, it's pretty bad that the state of a video game requires people to go in God mode in the first place. So we got somebody redecorating the restroom. Perfect. We can throw the bum out. If I can fight my way through the dancing crowd. All right, let's get him out of here. Let's get the money out of the wall safe. Okay, A Cellcraft, thanks for stopping in, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us as always. Take care of yourself and God bless to you, man. We will see you next time. And everybody, don't forget to hit up Cellcraft's channel. You guys go to his channel, check him out, show him some love. So Declan, surprisingly, not for my Mark II weapons, for some of my heavy weapons, yes. Well, heavy weapons and throwables. If I change a session, yeah, I'll have to resupply my throwables and heavy weapons. Hey, Cellcraft, no problem, brother. And again, thanks for stopping by as always, man. Let's get that money out of the wall safe. Give me that money. Yeah, Operation Katana, like I said, that's pretty bad when you have to use a God mode glitch to protect yourself in a public session. That means there's something wrong with the game design where you have to do that. Yeah, Declan, they need to fix that BS. Seriously, man, real talk. They need to fix it. But that's Grand Theft Auto 5 for you, man. And it's not only Grand Theft Auto 5, that's freaking Red Dead too. Any one of Rockstar's online live service franchises has that problem. Yeah, holy smoke, exactly. Exactly. You know, that's just the ridiculous nature of a hyper-competitive game like Grand Theft Auto. But here's the deal. Grand Theft Auto Online has to be the worst example. The worst example of any kind of a first-person or third-person competitive shooter. This game tries to be a jack-of-all-trades game. It does everything, but it doesn't do any one thing very well. And as far as first or third-person shooters go, this game sucks. Grand Theft Auto Online is not a good first or third-person shooter, but you got these KD clowns out there. I call them KD clowns, kill death clowns, because that's exactly what they are. They're so hell-bent and pent up on getting a high kill-death ratio, as if it means something in Grand Theft Auto. I call them KD clowns, because that's what they are. So Declan says, my friend says if you change the clip, then change it back, it apparently works. Interesting. Very interesting. I haven't had the problem with any of my Mark II ammo. I've had problems with throwables and heavy weapons.
What's up, boss?
You know what? We don't even need to be here. What am I doing? We got everything we need. Let's go. We got everything we need. We don't even need to be up in here. Yeah, GTA 5, exactly. Exactly. I call them KD clowns because that's exactly what they are. They think that a kill-death ratio means something. This is a video game. Nobody cares about a KD ratio in Grand Theft Auto. If you're playing something like Halo or a legitimate first-person shooter, that's one thing. Where a good kill-death ratio and achievements will give you certain unlocks. This is not that kind of a game. Okay, let's go. We got to go visit Vincent again. Totally went the wrong way. All right, concealed weapons. Let's do it. All ammo. Armor. Confirm. Let's do it. And thank you guys for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, Operation Katana, that is... that's the name of the game here. That's the name of the game here. We always get distracted by thickness. Okay, let's get the vigilante.
These are our targets.
Johnny on the spot, get off that G-spot.
I have a couple more confirmed reports of groups carrying illegal equipment.
Yeah, I don't have a kill-death ratio on this character because I don't really care. It's got nothing to do with money grinding, so I could care less about it. We want Ron Windfarm.
Whomever you choose to raid remains your choice. Just be sure to leave with weapons, masks, and armor that can't be traced to us.
It's coming at you.
Yeah, Cade's Arcade says I always message them saying that I don't PvP and ask them if they need help with something. Yeah, exactly. So Zach Addington says he does money grinding and PvP both. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you like PvP, go for it. Because the game allows you to do PvP. That's part of the game's design. Grand Theft Auto Online just doesn't do PvP very well.
Hey, I really like your car.
So, you know, if I want to play PvP, I'll do Fortnite. I'll hop into Fortnite. I'll do some PUBG. Now I'll play some old school Battlefront or something like that. Dope. Man, this car is all over the place. Matt Asbury, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, Matt Asbury, the pink diamond is valued at 1.4. It's 1.4 mil. The pink diamond by itself is valued at 1.4 mil. So Operation Katana says that they've made 1.2 million in Good Sport. Man, I've lost count. We should probably check that. I should probably check the stats on that. That's actually a good question. Get out of here. The dubster got dubbed. All right. Here we go.
They'll be ready for you down there. High quality equipment comes at a price.
Hey, Chabadaddy, appreciate you, bro. Yes, guys, if you haven't done so, please beat up on that like button. Helps out the channel a ton.
These are serious people, and you're going after them twice. I have to say I'm impressed.
Oh.
Be prepared to execute evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, I bet when Merriweather woke up this morning, they didn't think they'd find a missile flying at their face. We got like one guy left alive in here. Hold on a second. Savage, a Dragoon, what's up, man? How's it going? Okay, that's it. Everybody got murked. That's how we deal with Merriweather. Yeah, we ain't got time for the mag dumping today. Just shoot a missile and be done with it. So Woodcroft says he makes 1.3 mil on normal, 1.43 on hard. Yeah, if you're in hard difficulty for the pink diamond, it's 1.4. It's easily 1.4. Operation Katana says, I'm glad my peaceful grinding crew hasn't been tampered with. Yeah, here's the problem. You know, we were just talking about this latest security exploit that's taking place in Grand Theft Auto. It's not Grand Theft Auto Online specific. It's Social Club. So, whether or not the individual in question, the perpetrator in question, is taking over big crews or small crews, what I can tell you is that GTA Series Videos crews, one of their crews at least, has been hacked and taken over by this bad actor. That is a fact. So Declan says he just plays the game for money even though he has 130 mil. Hey Declan, that's why I play, bro. It's all about that money. Because that's what we do here. We money grind. It's all about that money grind. All about that money grind. I said, and the reason I money grind is to have so much money in the game that I'll never have to buy a shark card. That was totally his fault. You guys saw that, right? Yeah, don't miss out on all that RP. I'll get caught up in just a second because I can't. This thing is like driving a freaking tank.
Weapons and gear in the bag. These should be sufficient to take us another step towards our date with the cartel. Then all we'll need is
All right, we're here.
It's all coming together.
Worst handling ever. All right.
That should suffice.
All right,
for our
Vincent,
purposes.
weapons, check.
If you
Gear,
want more
check.
options, be my guest.
Confirm.
Got it. Got it. I'll keep the other options on standby. Excellent.
So Steve says he joined the Tres Comas Club the other day. Okay. Like I said, I don't know to what extent clubs are being, not clubs, but crews are being taken, which crews are being targeted. From what I can see, it's all the big ones. It's all the big crews. Small crews like mine probably have nothing to be concerned with, but as a precautionary measure, I unlinked my console account from my social club account just to be on the safe side. Declan says he's looking for the LD van on PC if you know anyone on PC that has it. I'm sure there are some people on PC that have it. But I thought that the LD Organics van was a blacklisted vehicle so that you couldn't do some sort of a give cars to friend glitch with it. Steve C says 3 commas, that's it, $1 billion.
Good job. Now that you...
Okay. I think we can go straight to the next mission. We most certainly can. So Chebadaddy says, do you think Tommy Vercetti outfit tier... What's that tier 35 summer update? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Woodcroft says, I have it unlocked, but haven't claimed it. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. So it's okay. So Declan says it's not. You can do give cars to friends. No problem. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was a blacklisted vehicle. Okay, since we're here, I think we have everything we need. We don't need to re-up and rearm. Let's head straight to the next mission. Interesting. So Exquisite, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Asks, am I in danger of being an IGN crew in Rockstar Social Club? If I were you, I would refrain from joining any crews for the time being. I would refrain from joining any crews for the time being until Rockstar can figure out how to fix this problem. Because this current exploit is the same exploit that took place a month and a half ago. And I put a video out on it, and so did Gilly Master. And like I said, if you guys don't believe me, go to Nick's channel. Go to Gilly Master's channel. Check out his latest video on it. He published a video yesterday governing his experience with it because his account got modified in real time. So I recommend everybody go check out his channel and check out his video. Okay. Manage request. So Ratsiuk says, I tried to buy the LD Organics van on PS5, but can't buy it at the LS car meet. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't buy it. The only way to get it is through some sort of give cars to friend glitch. Oh, I see what you're saying. So there are 33 Tier 4 career progress challenges, hoping they add 2 more for the Tommy outfit. I haven't seen anything official on it. I haven't seen anything official on it. But yeah, apparently you can do a give cars to friend glitch, so okay, I guess that's a thing. All right, let's go. So that is, I mean, it's unfortunate, but this current exploit is the same exploit that reared its ugly head about a month and a half ago. Okay. So, I mean, when it comes to, if we're talking about changing subjects here, we're talking about not give cars to friends, the LD Organics van. We got plenty of time before GTA 6, so I'll be trying to get it. Now, more than likely, because you have to do the short trips to get the van, I'll do short trips off stream. I'm not going to do that on stream, but Dread Mike, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you?
Okay. Possible getaway vehicles at these 3 locations.
All right.
Sending surveillance footage of the gangs out.
Let's do armored Kuruma for this one.
Be warned. These are the same gangs you may have previously visited in order to borrow their equipment.
Dude, you should have been there, dude.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I
So
can
Chubba
bring 'em
Daddy
around.
says, oh, back up.
Brandon Roberts, dude. I know.
So Steve C, he says he's got one on each character. Yeah, I'm going to work on getting mine since we got plenty of time before GTA 6.
Vehicle for the Cluckin Bell
Agent C, armored
It's
Kuruma.
on the way.
Okay.
You're no stranger to this unique strain of vehicular theft. So choose a gang. and
So
secure
Black
a
Phoenix,
getaway
no.
vehicle.
Short trips require at least one person, one additional person. You have to have an additional player with you. They're not solo playable, which kind of sucks. So I'm Just Lee. Good morning. How are you today, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, we were just talking about the new exploit. It's not a new exploit, but we were just talking about what happened to Gilly Master's account. He put out a video on it yesterday, and all I got to say is that Rockstar needs to get their heads out of their butts, man. They need to get their heads out of their butts, because this is not a new exploit. There's nothing new about this exploit. It's been in the game for a while now. And it's not, also it's not a Grand Theft Auto Online exploit. This is a Rockstar Social Club exploit. Because it's someone using Rockstar's support tools to hack and steal accounts. Yeah, Black Phoenix, the short trips are not solo playable. But they should be. There's no reason why they can't be done solo. And thank you guys so much for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. That helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, we're doing the good old-fashioned Cluckin Bell since we haven't done Cluckin Bell in a very long time. Yeah, Vincent was getting lonely.
This group was already formidable, but they'll be even more so after your last visit. Be alert. This car is high quality and worth the challenge. Eyes up. That chopper flying overhead has our vehicle.
Now, what are they shooting at me now for? I just got here.
Damage.
Okay. Let's see. Totally missed it. There we go.
God damn it!
That was easy. So Tiger Eye says, these days you can't trust anyone anymore. That's why I've got my own crew and I've set it to private. I only got friends that I know IRL in my crew. That's the smart thing to do. That's the smart thing to do. That if you're going to run a crew, that's the only way to run it. Here's the problem though. We were just talking about this exploit. You can set your crew to private, but your crew can still get hacked and stolen. That's because the perpetrator doing all of this is using Rockstar's back-end support. They're using support tools to do it. Okay, they're not using some stupid mod menu. They're using back-end support tools to steal your crew. So if they get your in-game gamer tag or Rockstar ID or whatever the case may be, they can find you and they can find your account. That's what's happening. So you can legitimately set your crew to private and still get it hacked. So what happened to the car? Let me guess. The car like blew up or something like that. Yeah, we got to redo this mission. We got to redo the mission. Good job, Rockstar. Yeah, we got to redo the whole mission. So Dread Mike, about a month and a half ago, not only myself but Gillymaster published videos regarding a security exploit in Grand Theft Auto, not Grand Theft Auto, but in Social Club, where you had some bad actor using Rockstar's support tools to steal crews and to hack and to literally hack and steal player accounts and crew accounts. So that exploit is back, and that's what happened to Gillymaster yesterday. Apparently, this bad actor is targeting content creators right now, but they're also targeting other player accounts as well. And they're making changes. They can literally make changes to player accounts in real time, which includes making changes to, rank, the amount of money in your account. They can add rank and take away rank, money, etc. They can also steal your account from you. So that's what's happening. Gillymaster's account was modified yesterday, if you will, at the beginning of his live stream. So he put out a video regarding it. So that's what happened to Gillymaster. And I recommend that everybody go take a look at his video to get further context on what happened.
Always gotta have a mag of that. That'll light them up.
All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I'm Just Lee, exactly. They're also banning accounts. So essentially, that's what's going on. And like I said, as a result of it, I'm probably going to delete my crew as a result, because I'm going to be honest, I don't use my crew. And I've been meaning to change the name of my crew for some time anyway. So if I have to delete the crew, that's what's going to happen. All right, let's try this again. And thank you guys for sticking around today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Gamer67 says, that was an easy payday job. Got canceled as I walked out the door, but still got paid. Interesting. There it is. All right, let's go. Yeah, that last mission was bugged because apparently the vehicle clip through the world. That does happen. That does happen sometimes. The helicopter or the cargo bob that's towing the actual vehicle doesn't fly over the ocean. It doesn't fly over the ocean, but sometimes the vehicle will actually clip through the world. Yeah, tiger eyes. I would recommend not discussing any information like that. Or better yet, not even use chat at all. So I'm Just Lee. We're going to be on for the next 2 hours. To the extent possible, at least. Because we still got some work to do. And what I've done is that I've actually disconnected or unlinked my console account and my PC accounts from a social club, from my Rockstar Social Club account.
Right. Sending the locations of 3 viable getaway vehicles.
It'll help mitigate the problem. It won't prevent it. It won't completely eliminate it, but it'll help mitigate it.
Sending surveillance images to you.
So,
These are our potential targets.
Johnny on the spot. Get off that G spot again, because Johnny is always on that G spot.
Have visited when sourcing your equipment. If you pay the same crew another visit, expect increased security.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? I'll get there as soon as I can.
Katana says, I've been getting exploded from my warehouse when I'm an AFK in it sometimes, and I'm on Xbox. Are you on Xbox One or Series X?
Which gang you want to thoroughly
That is kind of strange.
exchange for another getaway car.
So you're on Series S. That's kind of weird, man. That is weird. I guess the next question is whether or not you're in a public or private session. But yeah, real talk, we almost didn't have a live stream today because of this exploit. So what I did was so that in order to host a stream, get wrecked, was that I went in. Okay, so you were in a crew session. Well, that could be it. Yeah, so I went in and disconnected or deleted the link between my my console account and my social club account. That was the only thing I could do at the time. Because there's no real way to protect yourself against this kind of an exploit. We're talking about someone using Rockstar's support tools to actually hack and modify accounts. And steal accounts, mind you. Hey, we just got a massive donation from Off the G Spot. AKA Cody. Cody, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Off the G Spot, AKA Cody, who just beat the game. Cody, as always, good to see you, brother. Thanks for that super chat. Thanks for your generosity and thanks for your support, man. It's good to see you.
This group was already formidable, but they'll be even more so after your last visit.
Oh, it's the stupid mammoth squatty. Boo. I hate the squatty. Get wrecked. That person totally cut me off. You guys saw that, right? And everybody, Cody is also a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, show him some love. Found it. Okay, let's go get this stupid truck and get out of here. So Katana says he's also getting random cars spawns out of nowhere that's causing you to crash. Random cars. You know, that almost sounds like a mod menu at play, man. As far as I know, there are no mod menus for the Xbox Series platform. Hey, we got a new sub. Let's go. So Red, welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Red. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Get them 07s out there, people. Proper hand salute. Let's do it. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Oh, it's right there. Oh my God. Rockstar, you guys suck. And I'm sitting here looking for the truck. This thing's stuck behind this wall. Can we get in? That's what she said. There's a joke in there somewhere. Can we? Let's try to back out. Oh my God, Rockstar, you guys. Yeah, we're going to have to use the up and atomizer on this one because there's no way this thing's going to move. There's no way it's going to move. Oh, let's close the door. Yeah, Black Phoenix says, talk about being between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, a rock star in a hard place. I swear, Rockstar watches my content. They did this on purpose. Where's the up and atomizer? Oh, we don't have access to it. We can't use the up and atomizer during these missions. Rockstar, you guys suck. Now, can I call up my... hold on a second. I don't think I can call up the... let's see, manage... Yeah, I can't even call up my armored... my helicopter. Okay, we're going to restart. We're going to restart. I can't call up my own Iron Mule. We're going to restart. Oh my God. Oh my God. Rockstar. Hey, we got a new sub. So who do we have out there? So, Butch. So who's this? Butch? Winch? Wink? Winch? Okay. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Bush. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. So Cody just gave us another massive donation. Cody, thanks for that thanks for your super chat, brother. Much appreciated, man. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Cody, the security bear, who just beat the game. Cody, thanks so much for that donation. Thanks for your generosity. As always, thanks for your support, brother. Appreciate it. Everybody, get them 07s out there, people. Let's do it. So Cody says, time for pancakes. I could go for some pancakes right now, although I think waffles are just a little bit better. I think waffles are a little bit better.
The one and only.
All right.
So what you looking for?
Pistols, AP. Heavy.
I'll be here if you need it.
Body armor. All right, let's do it again. If I can stop walking into the glass. Yeah, that was borked. Yeah, just so that everybody out there know, we don't do glitching. We don't do glitches or exploits here. All right. Yes, if you're trying to get the car legit, that's one thing. But anything that could put somebody else's account at risk, we don't condone that here. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Manage, request. This is the third time. Third freaking time, I swear. This game is beyond broken. Let's go. Unbelievable. I had to look for that truck. I thought the truck glitched through the world again, because it's already glitched through the world once. I thought it happened again. So Cody says he goes AFK quite a bit. So what AFK methods still work? Yeah, no, AFK is not an exploit. There's nothing exploitable about AFK. You just go away from keyboard or away from controller. That's not an exploit. Yeah, Savage Dragon, we were talking about that earlier, man. We were talking about that earlier. We were talking about that earlier. That's pretty pathetic when you got idiots out there that think it's a good idea to hack the accounts of players in a 12-year-old game.
These are the same gangs you may have previously visited in order to borrow their equipment.
Ah, so the taxi method still works. Okay. Yeah, Rockstar can patch an AFK method, but they can't patch all these security exploits. Okay, where's my car?
I mean, traffic on the way to work is enough to make me just want to light myself on fire.
Godspeed.
Mechanic.
Hey, I found a great place for us to spend the weekend. I think it's near San Fierro.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it by.
All right, he'll bring it by.
Okay, it's your choice on which gang.
Yeah, so Operation Katana says especially big YouTubers. Yes.
For another getaway car.
So Ratsiuk says LS car meet. Does that AFK method still work? I thought they patched that one. Exactly. Rubber band is actually the best because technically you're not AFK. You just have to make sure your controller stays plugged in and stays active. All right, let's do this again. Third time is a charm. All right, that person's murked. So Cody, very interesting. Make sure the finger cursor is in the middle position, then press the button to exit. Sorry, I'm reading chat and trying to drive the car at the same time. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. So apparently there are some methods that still work, but don't tell Rockstar. Rockstar will patch those methods, but they won't patch the security exploit that's plaguing the game again.
After your last incursion, I can't imagine this group will be happy to see you again. Especially they win this time, get hit for one of their kick-ass cars.
All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Third time is a charm.
Eyes up. That chopper flying overhead has our vehicle. Take it down.
All right,
and
railgun.
sweat the damage. With all of that heavy, the fall won't even leave it dead.
We got the stupid squatty again.
Come after these guys not once, but twice. My friend, you are not only effective, but a menace.
Get out of here.
Oh my God! Oh, shit! Shit!
So, Exquisite, as long as you're not registered as a CEO, VIP, or an MC, you don't have to worry about warehouses getting raided. Now, I have a theory on ghost raids, because we had a ghost raid happen during my previous live stream here. What happened was I had registered as a CEO, then resigned as being a CEO. Now, I think that ghost raid still happened because I registered as a CEO. But I also, remember, resigned as a CEO, so I wasn't registered as a CEO or a president, MC president, but yet I still had a ghost raid take place. If you don't register at all, or if you register as a CEO, but you exit your session, go to story mode, then enter the session again, or go to main menu, that should stop any sort of a raid timer. So that's kind of my theory on it.
What is happening?
Yeah, so Cody, that was definitely an ad, bro. Definitely an ad. Okay, Declan, we'll see you next time, brother. Take care. God bless to you, man. We'll see you next time.
I've secured a garage near the factory where we can safely keep the car until the raid.
Yeah, exactly. At least it's not a bad spot this time. The vehicle still sucks, though. This stupid mammoth squatty. This stupid Winnebago. Gotta love the NPCs that, like, steer right in front of you. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. It's like the worst getaway vehicle ever. So hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton.
Excellent
So
choice.
exactly what is the podium car this week?
So feel free to pay the other gangs a visit and evaluate their cars too. We compensate for any extra vehicles you bring back.
Yes. Spins the entire truck around. Good job. Spins the entire truck around. Hey, Rockstar, turn down the NPC aggression. So it's the GB200. Yeah, already got it. Already got the GB200. I don't need another one. Definitely don't need another one. And Rockstar, turn down the NPC aggression. This is just stupid. So Mick, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Mick B, that is. Sorry about that. Yeah, exactly. Get a job. Oh my God. Anyways, I think it's about that time during the live stream where someone out there leads us off in the food chat. So somebody lead us off in the food chat, please. I have no idea what I'm having for dinner tonight. No idea. Probably going to go to Yoshinoya and get a beef bowl or something. I have no idea. So Ratsiok says he put pearl red on it for the first time and now it's gone. So what do you mean? The entire car is gone? So Mick B says he's about to have breakfast. Oh, nice. Breakfast rolls and sausage akupa. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. So Possible Present says they had mushroom stuffed raviolis. Hey, Zake30Z, what's up, brother? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'm doing well, man. How are you? We're just talking about the latest security exploit in Grand Theft Auto Online. Seems like every week there's a new security exploit. God, I hate this truck. I absolutely hate this truck. I absolutely freaking hate this truck. So Buckle Up says, NVIDIA is announcing earnings call at 5 p.m. Brace for stock market impact. Oh, yeah. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care how much money Jensen Huang or NVIDIA has. NVIDIA can go kick rocks. NVIDIA can go kick rocks. They're one of the most anti-consumer companies I've ever seen. The problem is that they have about 85 or 90% of the market share for graphics cards. For PC graphics cards, which is pretty sad. But that's why I run an all AMD system on my current rig, so, you know, go figure. Tiger Eyes, I would agree with that 100%. The target at the vehicle at Target A is complete and total garbage. But this truck does suck. It does suck. Yeah, Target A is garbage. Okay, we got to take this to the mod shop. Mod shop. Yeah, Woodcroft says mine is all AMD. Yeah, I have an all AMD rig. I'm running a Ryzen 9 5900X with an RX 6750 XT graphics card, 64 gig of RAM. So that's what I use for editing, and I play some games on it too. Hazem El Tahawi, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel, man.
What brings you in today?
Okay, fix. What's that? You just started playing a second character? Nice. Thought about starting a second character on this one. We might do that one day. We might do that one day. But there's got to be something really interesting going on in GTA for me to do it. Black Phoenix says, oops, they totally didn't need that fence. Black Phoenix said, for dinner, had honey lemon chicken, garlic, cheesy bread, and your favorite pineapple pizza. Are you serious? You had pineapple pizza? Ugh. Almost perfect dinner, man. That was almost a perfect meal right there. Almost a perfect meal. Hey, Mick B, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Yes, guys, if you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, let's take the squatty and get the crap out of here. This thing sucks. The squatty sucks.
A perfectly sound getaway vehicle.
That took forever.
Keep your head down on your way out. I'll give you a call soon.
Excuse me. Let me take a second to get up, caught up on the chat. So Matt Addersley says, if yes, will it be Squall the Baller Part 2? What are you talking about? Oh, just give me 1 second. So Ken Koskun, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Breezy, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? Good to see you. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to check out Mind's Eye. We're definitely checking out Mind's Eye, without a doubt. They totally didn't need that fence. But Mind's Eye, absolutely. And like I said, Mind's Eye looks like a cross between Cyberpunk 2077 and GTA Online, or GTA 5. So it looks like a really nice game. So Operation Katana, it appears to be open world. It appears to be open world. I'm pretty sure it is. I got to do some more research on it, but it's releasing sometime in June. So Tiger Eye says you can copy the rank from your first character to your second character, but level 120 is max. Yep, that is correct. Okay, let us go back to the agency. We need to re-up and rearm. That was painful. That was ridiculously painful. 3 tries to get that done because the game kept bugging out on us. So Operation Katana says June 10th. I'm going to pre-order because apparently you get some rare unlocks when you do. Typically, I don't pre-order games, but Mind's Eye appears to be a full release and not an early access or beta crap title. It looks like it's going to be a full release. So I'm probably going to pre-order it. And it is a single-player game, which is one of the reasons why I'm interested in it. I'm a little burned out on the live service trash that's been hitting the market over the past few years. And I think my biggest problem is with the live service retail games. You know, free-to-play live service games are one thing when you talk about games like Valorant, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Roblox. Those games are free-to-play. And you don't have to spend money unless you want to. But when you got a retail game, a retail live service game where you got to spend money to buy the game, to buy the license to play the game, then they expect you to spend extra money, you know, in a pay-to-win scenario. I'm not down with that. Pistols, AP,
Yup.
machine guns,
Before you head out. Always gotta have a mag of that.
rifles, and everything else I should have. So yeah, definitely going to get Mind's Eye. It looks like a really cool game. What's cool about Mind's Eye is that it's only 60 freaking bucks. It's only 60 bucks. In an age where these AAA developers are now think that $80 for a game is acceptable. They think charging 80 bucks for a AAA title is acceptable. That's complete and total BS. It's a freaking video game. There's no excuse for it to be 80 bucks. And we're not even talking about a physical release. So Mind's Eye caught my eye, no pun intended, when they stated that our game is going to be $60. So yeah, it's a $60 AAA title. I'm in it all day. That's what she said. So we want manage request. So Breezy says, I think there's a $50 version. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's going to be 2 versions. One for 50 bucks, which is like the base version. There's a $60 $60 like bonus version or whatever the crap it is that's got some extra stuff to it. So Breezy says it's a $50 version, but it's not open world. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Definitely going to have to do some more research on it. So
Excellent.
I am definitely looking forward to it. So Mick B says GTA 6 is probably going to be $100 bucks. So here's what I think. I think GTA 6, I think there's going to be 3 different tiers of GTA 6. I think we're going to have a $70 version, which is like the base version, like the regular version of GTA 6 and online. There's going to be like a $90 or $100 version, a premium edition. Just like what we have with Grand Theft Auto right now. It's going to be like a premium edition. And it's probably going to be like a $120 Ultimate Edition or some crap like that. That's got like free GTA Plus or something. I don't know. But I think there's going to be 3 different tiers of GTA 6. Rockstar is not going to shut out the majority of its player base by charging too much for the base game. I think it's going to be $70 so that everyone can at least play the game. And if you want like the extra benefits, then you can spend extra. That's what I think is going to happen. Little Loco, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Cody says, there's been some crazy stuff going on not too far from where I live in a place called West Coast Game Park Safari. So West Coast Game Park Safari. Oh, game and as far as game hunting. What kind of stuff, man? That sounds kind of creepy. So Dread Mike says, what happened to Gilly? Gilly Masters' GTA account got, I'm not going to say hacked, but it was modified. His account was modified. And apparently the same exploit, social club exploit, that was allegedly fixed back in April is back again. So someone's using Rockstar's support tools to modify and steal player accounts and crew accounts. So that's essentially what's happened. And Gilly Master's account was modified about 48 hours ago. He published a video on it, and I recommend people go to his channel and check it out because it's very informative. But that's a real problem with Social Club right now. Yeah, Mick B, exactly. Somebody dumped about $1.2 quintillion on his account, plus a level 1500, rank 1500. And it appears to be someone using Rockstar's dev tools. So that's the assumption right now. No, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Time to hit up the Cluckin Bell.
You know, I don't understand how people can be so vested in hacking a 12-year-old game. This game is 12 years old. What's the point? So Dagger's POV says, I hope Mind's Eye is good. Leslie Benzies needs a win. It looks like fire, man. It looks like it's going to be fire. It looks like a really good game. And like I said, it's a single-player title, so I'm definitely interested. Definitely interested.
Hello?
Okay, so we need... Let's call Johnny on the spot. Get off that G spot. Where are you? Johnny is always on that G spot. Yeah, so Mick B, definitely check out. If you haven't seen Gilly Master's video, definitely check out his video, man. Dread Mike also. Yeah, that's what happened to Gilly Master. It's stupid. Okay, 331, Armored Kuruma. It's ridiculous. And they're specifically targeting content creators. So before going live today, I went in and unlinked my console from my Social Club account.
No point wasting time hacking those vans. Unless you want one of those outfits, of course.
And just to let you guys know, I'm considering deleting my crew. I'm considering deleting the entire crew because this is a Rockstar Social Club specific hack, if you will. This is not... nailed it. This exploit is not limited to Grand Theft Auto Online or even Red Dead Online. If you play either one of these live service games and if you're otherwise associated with Social Club, then yeah, you are, and your account is at risk. So Cody says there was drugs, guns, and abandoned animals. Now that sounds like some GTA 5 stuff right there. Cody, real talk, that sounds like some GTA 5 story mode stuff. It does. That is pretty creepy. So Mick B says security breach. Yeah, Mick B, apparently it's someone with access to Rockstar's support tools. Not their dev tools, their support tools.
Whoa, damn. That hacking device only works on train signals? No way. This is some multi-purpose apparatus. These guys won't be happy that someone's messing with their GPS. Stay vigilant.
Yeah, but Cody, real talk, that sounds like some GTA story mode stuff right there, man. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Plus, it's a rare chance to express
All right,
your
they're murked.
side.
Yeah, Big B. Yeah, I saw it a couple of times. I'm pretty pissed about it. Because the exploit basically takes advantage of a loophole in the social club security. In social club security, no one is safe. No one is safe. So that's why I unlinked my console account from social club. We're not taking any chances.
Fuck! Yeah, look at those fucking pieces of shit. Yeah, you're fucking dead now. Where you gonna
All right. Let's try that again.
Don't worry about these drivers calling it in. As far as they know, this is just some day-to-day bullshit.
He does some day-to-day bullshit.
You in that uniform? If so, you should be at an advantage.
All right, we're here.
Try not to show your face for as long as you can. It's clear you do not belong there.
Here we go. I haven't done Clucking Bell in a while. This is a little refreshing.
Okay, keep things quiet and this will be easy. Means the factory won't be expecting us at all. All you gotta do is sabotage the trucks and grab a key card. If you wipe the CCTV, they'll be none the wiser. But listen, if you want to blow the trucks up, there's no way of keeping that on the down low. You'll be alerting the whole cartel that you're coming for them.
Exquisite says, what does Cruz give us anyway?
You know, there's gotta be areas that are strictly off limits to drivers.
Just think of Cruise as being another social media outlet where you can link up with like-minded players. A Cruise give you access to you get like a special logo to put on your car. You get access to I'm not going to call it a rare paint color, but you have a Cruise specific paint color. Small perks like that. Small perks like that. Nothing really major. And like I said, if I have to delete if I got to delete my crew to keep player accounts safe, then that's what I'm going to do.
When you've dealt with the trucks, find that key card.
Get wrecked. All right, find that key card. That's what he said. That's what she said. We're trying to find her key card.
CCTV's wiped. As far as the cartel know, you were never here.
Okay, and we were never here. Worst stealth mechanic ever. Yeah, I hope Rockstar fixes the stealth mechanic in GTA 6. Alright, grab the drill. That's what she said. Yeah, exquisite exactly. Nothing special, bro. Nothing special. A crew serves as a way for like-minded players to link up, man. That's pretty much it.
Oh, yeah?
Give me that floor money. Hey, Sarah Hargraves. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, and big hugs to you, too. How are you? It's good to see you. All right, let's start drilling. That's what she said. And welcome to the channel. Good to see you. Okay, stop drilling, please. Thank you. Get wrecked. So Dread Mike says his Wi-Fi is acting up. Ouch.
Thank yourself when you have one to navigate that factory. Okay, head out when you're ready.
Okay, excuse me for a sec. Hold on a second. That's not normal. Yeah, that is not normal. Hold on one second. Dread Mike, are you okay, bro? Why are you spamming in my chat? What's going on? So Breezy says, how do you unlink it from the console? You have to go into your social club account and go into you got to go into your settings, your account settings, and there's an option to link and unlink accounts. Yeah, Dread Mike, is everything okay, bro? Yeah, I'm seeing you're posting the same message multiple times. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. We don't have the key. Did we get the key? I guess we got the key. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to double check something in chat. Usually when I see... if I see something... Here we go. If I see the same message posted multiple times, that raises a red flag. Yeah, Dread Mac, is everything okay, bro? Okay, so apparently we picked up the key. I didn't notice. All right, let's get out of here. Murk that dude out. Yeah. Yeah, because I do have a problem here with trolls, any kind of message spam raises a red flag. So that's why I'm asking to make sure everything is okay.
Cover again. We'll need one of those flatbeds full of crates.
All right, here's the truck. And thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. That helps out the channel a ton.
You know the LSPD get called out to Cluckin Bell all the time. Though ordinarily, it's some customer.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me refresh chat. Hold on a second. Let me refresh the chat. Because sometimes I got to refresh the chat. Because sometimes the chat needs to be refreshed. There we go. JP Cantrell, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Yeah, I got my eyes on it. I got my eyes on it. One problem that we've been having here recently is with some people, some challenged individuals spoofing or otherwise mimicking other people's accounts. That does happen. So that's why I got to take a second on occasion to review accounts to make sure everything is okay. So Dread Mike says he doesn't play GTA Online, but if he was, he would have people he know on there. That's the best way to play if you intend to play GTA Online with other people. That's why I play the game solo. I play Grand Theft Auto solo, so I don't have to concern myself with it. Grand Theft Auto Online is a fun game, even when it's played solo. And like I said, we know how to make some money in this game without anybody's help. So Dracula says, I saw somewhere that you can steal and store the Bugstar van. Yes, you can. You can totally steal and store it. The easiest way to get it is to run the casino setup mission where you actually go in as like the bug crew or the pesticide crew, I guess. But yeah, that van is a claimable vehicle. You can totally store that in your garage. Red Panda, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Dope. Glad that wasn't my car. Yeah, Mick B, that's what we do here, man. We make that money. That solo money. And like I mentioned, multiplayer gameplay is just never done well on my channel. It's never done well on the channel, so that's one of the main reasons why I play solo. The other reason is because of the propensity of all these ridiculous exploits in Grand Theft Auto. So that's why I play the game solo. And the game, I'm going to be honest, the game is legitimately fun when played solo. It is. Let me get some, where's my water bottle? Let me get some water. I'm thirsty. All this talking makes me thirsty. Maybe I should be quiet then. I don't know. But I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Mick B. Okay, brother. We'll see you next time, man. Take care of yourself and God bless, bro. It's always good to see you. Take care, man. Let me get some water. Oh, that's some good stuff. Hey, water be hitting differently when you're thirsty. So I just noticed that the billboard on that shop across the street says Fine Wood Fantasies. Seriously? Okay. That's a thing. All right, let's head straight to the finale, shall we? That's a thing. Hey, Dread Mike, thank you for that, man. I appreciate you, bro. Find a new session. Let's go. And yes, guys, if you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. So yeah, we were talking earlier about this, the recurrence of this exploit that's taking place on Rockstar's Social Club. So if anybody out there has a linked account with Social Club, be careful. You know, again, I don't tell people how to play their game. I will say that Gilly Master's game account, his GTA account, was modified as a result of this exploit, where you've got someone using Rockstar's support tools to modify player accounts on the fly in real time. And steal crew accounts, modify and steal crew accounts, and legit steal player accounts. Hold it. We just got the notification for hard mode with a straight face. So let's re-up and rearm, and we'll head back to the submarine. Everything else we should have. Let's get some body armor. All right. Let's go to the submarine.
Yeah, I wasn't that close from Franklin when we was coming up, but I knew.
There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, OBS just took a dump. Give it a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's got to be a YouTube problem. That has to be a YouTube problem, because that problem can't exist on two separate PCs. And I know I just had my ISP out here a couple of months ago, and they did some work on the network here in the house, which should have solved all of that problem. So I think that's a problem on YouTube's end. That does happen on occasion. Okay, we got snacks. Yes, we got snacks. All right, let's go talk to Pavel. Set up hard mode, and we will hit the finale. So Ratyuk says, I think I'm going to have a Jethro Boudin's bowl of cereal, Honey Nut O's. That sounds pretty good, man.
Ah, there you are,
Okay,
I
register.
have ever had the pleasure of coordinating.
Okay, there it is. It's done. Okay, now that sus mode is out of the way, let's go back to the agency and start the finale. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, having some minor network issues today. There's no network congestion, but OBS has been disconnecting quite frequently. So I got to go in and double check my settings. What happened was about a week ago. Windows published an update that every time Windows publishes an update, a major update, it changes all of my settings in OBS. So something may have been disabled that I have to go back in and re-enable. So I got to double check that. Yeah, so in other words, a gigantic bowl. That sounds pretty good. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're ready. Let's do it. Okay, manage request. Any day now, game. There it is. Give me my oppressor. Once we're done here, we will probably jump into either a vehicle robbery or
Well done out.
an FIB file. And that depends on how quickly we can get this done. So Hal 9001, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So you're saying the services were having issues last night. Saving failed when I completed the Diamond Casino heist. That's got to suck. I'm assuming you're talking about Rockstar's online services. Yeah, Dracula. I need to get back on my hangar. Since the bonus money we had on the hangar, I haven't. I think I've added 2 crates. So I should probably take a live stream where I focus specifically on crate grinding. So yeah, we definitely need to refill the hangar and finish filling up my large crate warehouses. All right, here we go. So Savage Dragon asks, why are these police vehicles so freaking expensive? That's because Rockstar knew what they were doing when they priced those vehicles. We got to remember that police vehicles was something that players have been asking for since day one in Grand Theft Auto Online. And because they knew that players wanted police vehicles, and they know that most new players don't have the $5 million to buy a police car, guess what? They use it as an incentive for players to spend money on shark cars. Because if it's a new player, they're more than likely, if they want a police car, they'll more than likely... I locked onto the wrong target, so we can't murk that dude out yet. All right, we got to redo that. Players are more than likely going to purchase. New players specifically will more than likely purchase a shark card before they actually spend money and take the time to grind out to get those vehicles. They know new players won't have the amount of money required to buy them. That's why police vehicles are as expensive as they are. What's a better question is, why is it that police vehicles have a $0 resale value? If you spend between $3 to $5 million on a police car in the game and you decide that you don't want it, you can sell it, but you get $0 in return. You get no refund. That's the problem. So Dracula says, "Will I fill to 77, then fill up to 111?" There we go. And fill it up to 111. When it goes on double, no, I'll just fill them up to 111 crates and leave them. There we go. Did we get that floor money? Give me that floor money. All right, let's go. We're on the clock. Give me that money. Yeah, one of the reasons that Rockstar gave all police vehicles a $0 resale value is to prevent give cars to friend glitches. Or car duplication glitches. Not give cars to friends, but car duplication glitches.
Leave them with nothing. Clear it out.
Because apparently, rather than solving the problem of car duplication in Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar felt it necessary to just penalize everyone and take away the ability to sell police vehicles. Go figure, right? So Cade says he still runs Hangar, but he doesn't do it back-to-back. I do Hangar little by little, and that's because we can only grind one crate at a time. It's a single crate. I wish we could do multiple crates. Matthew says, I hope we get double cash on Auto Shop. It's quite possible that we might see double cash on tuners tomorrow. We might see double cash on tuners tomorrow because we haven't had tuners on double cash in about 6 months. I think it's either going to be tuners or vehicle import-export. I hope that it's vehicle import-export. Oh, Savage Dragon, it is definitely a Rockstar thing to do. It's called the fear of missing out. Put vehicles in the game that players have asked for since day one, but price them so high, make them so expensive, that the new player can't afford them. A new player is more than likely to spend money on a shark card to buy a vehicle than anything else. So Dracula says, for all you know, it's going to be Arena Wars. And you could be right. You could be right. We haven't seen Arena on bonus in a very long time, man. That could be absolutely correct.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory.
All right.
I would assume they'd have more Cluckin Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just
Ratio Gas, does Rockstar ever bring back more than one crate? Good question. The only other way to get multiple crates for air freight cargo is to have more multiple people in your crew at the time. But I think Rockstar should rebalance air freight cargo and make it such that if you're a solo player and you're willing to buy crates for your hangar, then you can buy as many crates as you want. Personally, that's how I think they should do it. Just my opinion. Okay, so second and fourth crates. So JP Cantrell says he's only been able to play Arena once since he's played GTA Online. I've done Arena several times on my PC account. Haven't done it on this account yet because, again, I usually play solo, especially now. But Arena Wars is fun. Arena is fun, especially Bomb Ball. Especially Bomb Ball. So, Reigns2545, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Reigns says, Rooster brings random crates. That's exactly why I never use them. Rooster is the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. $25,000 and sometimes he'll only bring you one crate. That doesn't pass the common sense test. That does not pass the common sense test. Oh, Savage Dragon. No, sir, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Money grinding in Grand Theft Auto is a crap ton easier now than it's ever been. There are easier ways to make money. The deal is that you got some players that want that instant gratification. They want that instant gratification. They don't want to do the work for money grinding to get all the good vehicles and customizations and everything else. So sometimes people would rather spend the money than do the work. And I empathize, but that's not how I play my game. All right, everybody's murked. Cluckin Bell factory is clear. Let's bust into the office. So Ratsiuk says he's played Arena Wars enough to unlock a custom taxi. And you know, that's another problem with Arena Wars. They need to reduce the grind. Rockstar needs to reduce the grind on Arena.
Okay, to retrieve the safe code from the computer, you'll need to secure multiple settings.
All right, here we go.
Device. Lucky for you, I read the instructions. It should turn blue when you're pointed towards one of the right spots. Red, the opposite. Just go straight and you'll catch a connection. Then find the next one. Remember, there are multiple connections. You'll need to hack each one before you have the code.
"45 minutes. These guys have lost their minds. All right, let's go.
Okay, that should have done it. Have you received the safe code?
Have you received the safe code? Yeah, we have it. Draco asks, have I heard of a game called Project Zomboid? Yes. Have heard of it. Have heard of it. I've seen it. Not really interested because I'm a little through with the zombie apocalypse thing. It's like every new game that comes out has something to do with zombies. Oh, hold it. What's the combo? 68, 52, 28. Okay. 68. 52. 28. All right, give me that money. Okay, we're out of here. So yeah, I'm not really big on the zombie apocalypse thing, so.
Okay, I'm listening to the radio, and it sounds like that safe triggered some alarm. They're shutting down most of the roads leading away from the factory. Fortunately, we're one
Katana says the only zombie game they play is Black Ops 2 Zombies. Interesting. Yeah, I saw Black Ops 2 Sun. That was kind of fun because of the horde mode behind it.
The fastest means of escape is still a getaway vehicle that you stashed in the garage.
All right, here we go. All right. Give me that floor money. You drop any floor money? Nope. We're out here. We're going to get caught because we're trying to get floor money. All right, let's go. So Dranko says he saw it a couple of days ago. Looks interesting. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It looks like an interesting game, but I'm a little through with the zombie apocalypse thing. if you look on, well, first of all, if you watch YouTube and you see the ads, most of the ads that you see, like during your favorite YouTube video, is an ad for some mobile zombie apocalypse game. Yeah, it's a mobile zombie apocalypse game, and it's ridiculous. And there's a bunch of free-to-play mobile titles like that out there now on iOS and Android. Those games have flooded the market, and you know there's a bunch of PC games that are all zombie-based, zombie horde-based. I'm just not interested in it. You know, the zombie apocalypse genre, as far as I'm concerned, is burned out. You know, been there, done that. It's just like now the new thing for both PC and console gaming are the extraction shooters. The extraction shooters. That's the new thing. That's the new thing. And extraction shooters wouldn't be bad if they weren't live service, multiplayer live service trash. And I would hope that many of these game developers would consider returning to their roots and create games that people want to play. You know, you guys remember back in the days of the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and even the Xbox One for that matter, and PlayStation 4, when you bought a single player game. I swear I hate this truck. You bought a game, you got a good solid single player title with live service attached to it. It had live service components on it, which means that you could play the game. This truck, this thing is garbage. That means you could play the game with your friends if you wanted, but it didn't diminish the value of the solo player experience. Every game had a good solid solo player experience behind it. Unfortunately, we don't see games like that. We don't see very many games like that anymore. All right, so we want Johnny on the spot. Get off that G spot. There we go, mechanic.
You need something, huh?
Now, that doesn't
eyes?
mean it is a bad
Let me
game.
know.
Ron Wood Farm, Vigilante.
I'll bring it to you.
That doesn't mean that it's a bad game. It's probably a good game, but I'm just not interested in the zombie apocalypse thing. I want a game with a good, solid single-player campaign. And none of this, The Last of Us, zombie apocalypse, The Walking Dead nonsense. I'm just tired of the zombie apocalypse thing. Yeah, Ratia, that truck was garbage. Now, according to sources, that truck is supposed to get wrecked. That truck is supposed to have good off-road capability, but I don't see it. Burns441, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Woodcroft says he never gets tired of zombie games. You're probably one of the few, man. I am not a fan. Here's the deal. The only zombie game that I actually enjoyed was the zombie apocalypse survival that we had last October with Grand Theft Auto. I thought Rockstar did a very good job with it. Rockstar did a very good job with it.
Give any deliverables to our usual contact. He's all ready for you at the lockup.
Hey, Tiger Eyes, that's because that's not how I play my game. Remember, everyone's play style and approach to Grand Theft Auto Online differs. But one thing you got to remember is that when you're on this mission specifically, you cannot request a personal vehicle through the interaction menu. That's why I call it a mechanic. when you're on this mission specifically, you cannot request a personal vehicle through the interaction menu. But I also typically, if I can't request a personal vehicle from the interaction menu, I'll call the mechanic. But in general, this is how I play my game. Yeah, for the Cluckin Bell finale, you cannot request a vehicle through the interaction menu. The game locks you out of that option. Always remember that everyone's playstyle and approach to Grand Theft Auto Online will differ. Savage Dragon says, give me my 500K. Says, yeah. Games were better than... Yeah, they were. Yeah, exactly. They were better when they concentrated on making a great single-player game than multiplayer. Oh no, I agree. Agreed with 100%, man. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. All the old school games, going as far back as the 360.
If you have any doubts about what we're accomplishing,
As far back as the 360 and PlayStation 3, when you bought, like, for example, when you bought Black Ops, when you bought Call of Duty Ghost, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, anything with a multiplayer component, guess what? You got a solid single-player campaign first. And then it came with multiplayer. Okay, with multiplayer capability. That's what was great about those games. As a matter of fact, how many of you guys out there remember the old school... the old school Battlefield Bad Company series? The Bad Company 2, even Bad Company 3, or Battlefield 3, when you completed the campaign, guess what? Completing the campaign gave you free weapon unlocks that you could use in multiplayer. A lot of people forgot about that, but guess who else forgot? Freaking EA. Freaking EA, because guess what? They took away that ability and began locking those free unlocks behind a stupid paywall and loot boxes. Hey, Mr. Pew Pew guy, don't be pew pewing at me, bro. Do not pew pew at me, bro. I'm warning you. Don't pew pew at me again. I'm telling you right now, Mr. Pew Pew guy, I will murk you out. Don't be pew pewing at me, bro. So Tiger Eye says, on PlayStation 5 you can. I do it all the time. You can't do it on Xbox. And trust me, I should know. Nonetheless, that's not how I play my game. This is how I play my game. Hey, Mr. Pew Pew guy, I'm warning you, don't pew pew at me. Alright, that's it. Mr. Pew Pew guy, I said you're fired. Alright, Mr. Pew Pew guy is thoroughly cooked. Mr. Pew Pew, hey, Mr. Pew Pew guy, when I say no pew pew, I mean no pew pew. He dropped some money? Yeah, he did. Give me that floor money. Yeah, Mr. Pew Pew guy is thoroughly cooked. Thoroughly cooked. Don't be pew pewing at me, bro. Yeah, Tomboy, do you remember back in the day? Let's back up. Tim Pavlov, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Tim says, what ruins zombie games is that they're not scary anymore. No, they're not scary because they're mass-produced trash. They're mass-produced garbage, basically. Live service trash. That's why they're not scary. You know what to expect.
Yo.
So Tomboy says, EA is hyper-monetized on microtransactions, especially with their football and their basketball franchises, yes. Especially. But Electronic Arts was never like that before. Remember when Electronic Arts used to make their own games? They used to be their own game developer. Not anymore. They became a publisher and they got greedy. Okay. So what we're going to do now is... let's send this thing back. Let's send this thing back. You got Mr. Pew Pew guy over there roasted. Let's get this out of here. We're going to do an FIB file. Return to storage. And I think, first of all, let's get our oppressor. Oops, that's the wrong vehicle. Dang it. Totally the wrong vehicle. Manage. Return. Okay. All right. We're going to do an FIB file. Woodcroft says, so much hate for zombies. Zombie lives matter. Oh, well. If they were alive, they would matter. They're called zombies for a reason. So Katana says, for some reason, the stream crashed on me. That, you know what? YouTube's been having problems all day. I've been having problems keeping the stream up, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that's the problem's not on my ISP end. The problem has to be on YouTube's end. Nonetheless, when I finish the stream today, I'm going to go in and double check my settings in OBS. So Tomboy, no, haven't had any problems with the controller bumpers on my controller. Surprisingly, haven't had any issues at all. We got snacks. Yes, we got snacks. Okay, let's take a look at the FIB files. Let's see what we got. Although we still have one vehicle robbery. But yeah, let's do the FIB file. Before we do that, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. FIB file, please. Thank you. And become an MC. Okay, let's do the priority FIB file, which is everybody's favorite, the black box file. Absolutely hate this file.
I've been tracking.
Absolutely hate the black box file. Okay, oppressor. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton.
Hello. Hey, boo.
So Burns441 says, it's raining cats and dogs here. Yeah, we had some heavy rain a couple of days ago, but that's because we're slowly heading towards raining season here in Japan. Range 2545, black box sucks. But we're going to do it because it's the priority FIB file for this week. We're not going to leave any money on the table today. We're not leaving any money on the table. By the time we finish black box, that should put us at over 2 mil.
You're looking for a small device.
So Snipes Entertainment, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. So Snipes Entertainment says, I finished the Far Cry 4 campaign and never went back to the franchise because its first person view. That sounds extremely nauseating. I can't play very many first person games. Well, for example, I can't play Grand Theft Auto in first person. It just makes me sick to my stomach. It does. So Mr. Milk says he's never had a problem keeping it up. Well, too much information. All right, merc him out. All right, everybody's dead. So far, good to see us. Thanks for joining us. So far says, did you notice that the voice lines for Lucia also has voice lines in GTA 5 as well? Give me that floor money. Found it. There we go. She's at a, what's that? She's a card dealer in the casino. Interesting.
There's an electrical box at the top.
I did not know that. I'm going to have to listen closely to the card dealers at the casino now.
But I know you're not scared of heights. You're a
All right, let's go to LSIA.
I saw your MRIs.
Yeah, Burns441. It depends on the first-person game. It depends on the game. If I'm playing a game like Halo, where the Halo series generally had a solid, or should I say a stable, first-person camera, then it's okay. The movement mechanics for something like Grand Theft Auto 5 and online and first person are so janky. They're overly sensitive and there's way too much movement. So it really makes me it makes me sick to my stomach. So Matt Kirkland says, can't sleep? Smack that like button. Hit the like button, everyone. Well, I appreciate that, man. Hopefully I can help you get some sleep. Hopefully we can help you get some sleep. But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Everybody, get some 07s out there in chat because Matt Kirkland needs some sleep. But I appreciate you being here, bro. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, let's plug this thing in and be on our way. There we go. So Dark Viper AU made a YouTube short on it. Did he? I'm going to have to check it out. So Black Phoenix says, the big Black Tony Black Box. Yes. This mission absolutely sucks, but again, it'll pay $360K. So we're not going to leave any money on the table. No money on the table. Hey, Matt Kirkland, no problem, bro. I know what it's like, man. I'm usually awake till 3 a.m. every night myself. I'm a bit of an insomniac, too. But that's because, you know, I do content creation full time, so. And I'm always stressed out, so that's why I can't sleep. I got excuses. What do we got? Next. Oh, Jody. Okay. Sonar equipment. Shut up, Jody.
Okay, so these guys, we don't get on so well. They wanted me to seek boats for them to salvage. I sunk theirs. You know how it goes. But the sonar equipment...
He says, I sunk theirs. You know how it goes. So Pavel sunk the wrong boats. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal. All right, who else wants some? So Shadox asks, are business battles worth doing? I think business battles are worth doing if you're in the market for filling up your nightclub warehouse, because business battles usually fill up nightclub warehouse product. So if you're trying to fill up your nightclub warehouse, then they're worth doing. Plus you get a little cash on the side too. So if you're trying to fill up your nightclub warehouse quickly, then yes, you combine business battles with the Johan source missions. That'll make a huge difference. Just got to refresh my page for a bit because we're behind. That's what she said. So Mercenary, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel. All right, let's go. Shadox, no problem, man. Okay. Nope, what we want is forward. There we go. Yes, Johan, the guy in your phone. Yes, he should be the last contact in your phone. You can run source missions with him, too. Combine that with business battles, and that'll help fill up your nightclub warehouses really quickly.
Once you have little baby sonar,
all right, let's go.
bring it back to Jody.
Oh, it's over there. There we go. Yeah, they're going to make me swim, too. These guys suck. Got to get my clothes wet. That's what she said. Yeah, Shadox, you gotta, if you call Johan and request a source mission from him, he'll source product for your nightclub. So you can actively source product for your nightclub warehouse if you want. But that's one of the better ways to fill up your nightclub warehouse quickly. Now, usually he'll source product for the empty cargo warehouses. So if you have full warehouses, then whenever you call him, He'll source product only for those warehouses that are empty. And hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. I'm Just Lee. Welcome back, man. Good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. All right, 2 down. Okay, so manage, return. Here we go. Let's do this. Tim Pavlov says, first person in Grand Theft Auto 5 doesn't seem centered correctly. A lot of the time, it just blocks your view. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And, you know, from my perspective, the first person view in Grand Theft Auto Online is kind of broken. And like I mentioned, if we go to first person, watch this. That movement right there, if we put up a weapon, for example, yeah, that's pretty nauseating. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, that's pretty nauseating stuff. This makes me sick to my stomach. This movement right here makes me sick to my stomach because this is not stable movement. So I can't do that. I can't do it. It makes me sick to my stomach. Seriously, it's very nauseating. So why did the Rockstar remove the Toreador from missions? Because it made missions easier, but at the same time, it made missions fun. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with Rockstar games. They remove the ability for us to, you know, use personal weaponized vehicles during these missions. And me personally, I think it's wrong. Okay, let's go. We're on the clock, people. Let's do it. But that's because Rockstar wants us playing this game a certain way.
We need to destroy.
So Tim Pavlov says it works in Red Dead 2 way better. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. But the first person in Grand Theft Auto 5 is not good. It's not good at all. This game is easier played in third person, and like I said, I think it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with just the general movement mechanics. Rockstar went with a more authentic or realistic movement mechanic. It's really strange. For me, it's nauseating. So Mr. Milk says he can only play GTA in first person, other games in third person. Yeah, I'm probably the exact opposite. Probably the exact opposite. Now, I can play something like Mass Effect in third person, no problem at all. But I can't play this game in first person? No. I can't do it in first person. Okay, our target is right there. Okay, well, you know what time it is. All right, here we go. All right. Hold it. There we go. Let's take care of the stupid boat. So Lucia's voice actor is Manny Perez. Yes, and her voice actor looks exactly like her character in game. Absolutely gorgeous. So Stouffer says, never mind, he made an actual video. It's called Lucia's GTA 6 voice actor and GTA 5. Someone interviewed her about it as well, and her answer is quite interesting. She's probably, if she didn't admit it outright, she's probably under some sort of an NDA where she can't discuss it. Brandon Cartwright, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. You know, we're just playing some old Grand Theft Auto as per usual. And murking out Merryweather. Merryweather's dead. Okay, let's send the oppressor back. Manage. Return. Any free stuff? There should be some free body armor over here. Huh? There it is. Give me that body armor. All right. Perfect. Always get your free stuff. All right, the worst airplane ever.
Eyes up. Merryweather's called for backup.
If you have the Tula, you have the solution. Time to test the big guns.
Okay. It's funny, they're yelling at you while they're flying. Moron! Jet Black says Dodo is the worstest. It is. Hence the name, right? Hence the name. Yeah, he totally saw that coming. All right. Hi there. Seriously? He had to get a couple of shots in on the way out, right? Excuse me. All right.
Now we know what the tool is capable of. Stash it at LSIA. Pavel, get a cool pack on your face.
All right, so here we go. Excuse me. Let's grab the Tula. Ooh, sorry about that. And LSI is that away. So I'm Just Lee says sometimes the NPCs scream for no reason. They scream at the most irrelevant stuff. No, you know the funny thing is that you can literally walk into one of your properties and an NPC will scream for no reason. You could walk into a business property and an NPC will scream for literally no reason. It's the most hilarious thing I'd ever seen. Dragonheart says they like using a pistol in this section, makes it a nice challenge. If I'm going to use a pistol, I prefer the AP pistol. Katana says people will scream 2 blocks away from an explosion. No, they'll scream 3 blocks away from an explosion in Grand Theft Auto. Seriously. It's like the NPC aggression in this game is cranked up to 11 billion. You know, that's why the NPCs all panic whenever they hear a gunshot and you're driving. I mean, I kind of understand that, but if they're 3 blocks away, there's no excuse for them to be cutting you off at the time. So, I will say that the NPC driving has gotten much worse since Operation Paper Trail, Project Overthrow, the Mercenaries DLC. So Katana says, I hate the U-turners. They're the worst, aren't they? They're the absolute worst. No, but the NPC aggression has been cranked up to 11 in this game. And I swear, the NPCs are harder to kill. The normal pedestrians freak out at the first sign of trouble. They all have aimbot. That's all done by design. Yeah, Mr. Milk says you got NPCs in other games screaming at GTA. That's actually kind of true. So Burns441 says, has anyone ever seen how Imani looks in real life? No, I haven't. Now I'm going to have to Google it. Okay, so we need services, Kosatka, Sparrow. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah, and that stupid rapid-fire glitch that Rockstar refuses to fix, right? They refuse to fix that, just like Ghost Raids. Rockstar hasn't fixed those either. Okay, we need to... let's go re-up and rearm. Let's get some more armor, ammo, and snacks, as they call them. So Shadox, a ghost raid is a raid that takes place on your CEO special cargo or MC, although I haven't seen them happen on MC yet, but they take place on special cargo even when you're not registered as either a CEO, VIP, or an MC. So technically raids are only supposed to take place when you're registered as a boss, right? Well, ghost raids can happen at any time. They can happen at any time. And as a matter of fact, I've actually done some testing on this. A ghost raid can happen irregardless of the amount of product in your CEO special cargo warehouses. So even if you have 75, even if you don't have 75% or more crates, you can still get hit with a ghost raid. Ghost raids happen at any time. And they're not supposed to happen. Ghost raids are a bug. And Rockstar hasn't fixed them. Okay, so services, Kosatka, return, goodbye. Okay. Yeah, Reigns 2545, we got ghost raided during Saturday's live stream. At the end of Saturday's live stream. But here's my theory as to why that happened. We got ghost raided. I got ghost raided because during that stream, I registered as a CEO one time. And then subsequently resigned as a CEO. If you register as a CEO, for whatever reason, even after resigning as a CEO, because I always make sure that I resign, and you stay in that session, the ghost raid timer will continue to tick away. It'll continue to count down. So that's why you guys see me session hop a lot. That's why I change sessions often, to hopefully reset any timers. On occasion, it's also a good idea to simply hop out of online and go back to story mode,
boss.
Which will also reset raid timers. So Tim says he sees that happen a lot when he loads directly into a master control terminal. Interesting. Now, that's a good point. That's a very good point. So actually, one thing I am going to do, let me do this. Not find a new session. Let's hop out to story mode briefly. Then we're going to hop back in to online. This will reset any raid timer. So I'm Just Lee asks, any idea on the double RP and cash next week? I think we're getting double cash and RP on either auto shop contracts. It's either going to be auto shop or vehicle import export. Either auto shop or vehicle import export. That's what I think the double money is going to be. Savage Dragon, yeah, don't worry about that. I just saw your message. Streamlabs is being a bit temperamental today. So Savage Dragon says, it always seems like the NPC vehicles are always crossing an intersection at the exact same moment that I'm crossing the intersection. And we'll go at a speed where I'm more than likely going to crash right into them. Oh, yes, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. It's very convenient, isn't it? Very convenient. And your light at the intersection can be completely green, but the NPCs will speed up just to hit you. Yes, I've seen that before, without a doubt. Yeah, Savage Dragon, don't worry about that. Streamlabs is being temperamental today. Okay, let's re-up and rearm, get some ammo and armor and all that good stuff. And some snacks. We got snacks? Nope, hold it. All right, let's get some body armor.
The one and only.
Okay, we're ready. Let's make the call.
Stay strapped.
Yeah, it could be auto shop contracts. Double cash and RP on auto shop contracts would be great. It would be golden, actually. You guys remember when we got triple cash and RP on auto shop contracts? The freaking Union Depository contract was paying $810,000. For solo players, you got over $900,000 if you were playing as part of a crew. That was some good money back then. Okay. Oh, Jody. Okay. Here we go. Black box. Let's do it.
Pavel in position, fueled up and sober.
Good. Pavel, monitor the traffic. I'm watching the plane making its descent towards LSIA now. Time for you to get to the control tower.
All right, here we go. So Burns441 says, I love the auto shop. I made millions that week. Oh, especially when they were triple cash. Oh, I made a killing. I made a killing during that week. If you did 2 auto shop contracts, any 2 auto shop contracts on triple cash, you were making over $1 million. And unlike the priority FIB file, which is only doable once a week, that's what she said, you can repeat the auto shop contracts once every 48 minutes. The same contract, that is. Exactly, the McTony black box file. I hate this mission, but you know what? It's okay. It's the priority FIB file. We're not leaving any money on the table today. No money on the table.
You're close enough now. Trigger the device. Should hack the commands on the plane and reroute it.
There we go. Yeah, they didn't pass the taxi AFK glitch. Don't tell Rockstar. You know they're very temperamental about that stuff. Definitely don't tell Rockstar. Definitely don't tell Rockstar. There we go. Absolutely hate this FIB file. Yeah, I'd agree with that. If you get used to the Tula, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But the Tula is one of the worst handling airplanes in the game. Way too sensitive.
We're on. Plane's canceled its descent and rerouted. Get in the Tula and stay on its tail.
So Burns says he's not doing the black box file unless it's triple cash. If the only reason I'm doing it today is because it's the priority FIB file. We can only do it once a week and don't want to leave any money on the table.
The device requires a short-range connection, so get close and look through the coordinates I sent to your phone. In the event of an emergency, it should send it to the Alamo Sea.
Yeah, we're about to stall. Yeah, this thing, temperamental, is an understatement. Yeah, temperamental is being polite. This thing is way too, it's way touchy. First person. As soon as we're ready, we'll murk out those engines.
Okay, time to damage the engines.
Hey, that's two. Oh, that was a direct hit. Get out of here. That's three. That was a direct hit. That's BS. I'm calling BS on that one. That was totally a direct hit. That was a direct hit.
Sounds like the Tula's taken some damage. Damn. Okay, I'll find some old...
Got it. All right. Let's take care of the choppers. Hi there. Yeah, this thing will not stand still. I hate the Tula. Yeah, I'll get caught up on chat in just a second. Yeah, let me take out this last chopper. Stupid plane is flying backwards. Jeez. All right. Okay, we're caught up on chat in just a second. So I'm Just Lee says, you're in the space stuff right. I saw a video where they claimed that they found a 99.7% chance of life on a distant planet. I've seen that. I've seen it. Now, I haven't seen the entire video, but I'm probably going to check that out. Yeah, I'm into science fact stuff. Yes, definitely into science fact. But yeah, I did see that. All right, so head to the crash site. Now, the question, of course, is whether or not they're as bad as we are. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay, good luck down there. Sonar should lead you to the black box, and also anything you could sell for a little extra. You see any people or sea monsters down there? Kill them. Most sea monsters, they cannot be trusted.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
Was that the Tula?
Didn't get away from the plane fast enough.
Need another way out of there.
So Gas 16, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I knew that was going to happen. That is like not my fault. That's not even my fault. This is the murkiest water I've ever seen. Yeah, like I said, it's a good thing we can just respawn. Dying is not one of the disqualifying factors for the bonus challenge, fortunately.
Okay, peel your eyes. Looks like IAA agents are moving in.
You said, okay, peel your eyes.
Time to remind them why they should stay in their little office.
So Waleed Shahid, thanks for joining us. I think we're getting double cash and RP on auto shop contracts. Either auto shop contracts or vehicle import-export. That's what I think the weekly update will be. Oops, sorry about that. Legend has it. Thanks for joining us, by the way. Welcome to the channel. Pardon me for a sec. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm Just Lee. We get murked out enough, we should have more lives than a cat. All right, here we go. So Operation Katana says hurricane season starts in 2 days. Yeah, we're going to be in raining season in the next 2 weeks. And it's going to rain for about a month straight. Okay, if we can steal the black box, thank you. All right.
There is local man waiting for you in little boat. Do not explode him, huh? He is on
He said,
our
do
side.
not explode him. Huh? He's on our side.
He'll collect the box and deliver the info to our buyers.
And we're
Money's
stuck.
going
Hold on a
straight into
second.
your account. This is it.
All right. The easiest way to deal with, or to get the bonus challenge, or to get the 5 kills, I should say, is to just ignore them. And we're going to test that here as I hit my head on the boat. All right, let's put some armor on. What the crap? Hold on. That's some BS right there. You guys saw that? Hold on. Get out of here. All right. Okay, we're ready.
Hey.
Now, the easiest way to get your 5 kills is to ignore. Just ignore all the enemy on the way out. Remember, law enforcement doesn't count. Yeah, I'm Just Lee. You saw that? That dude completely did a jump across the boat. That was pretty funny. Let's see. Body armor. Snacks. There we go. We'll just leave that open. And what we're going to do is ignore all the enemy on the way out. And we're going to come back with the Mach 2 oppressor.
Hold on to your butt.
Remember, it says 5 kills. It doesn't say 5 headshots. So we can murk these dudes out on the way back. And you guys will see that we still get the bonus challenge.
Where's your cover? Holy shit, bro.
And of course, they all got God aim, right?
Get that son of a bitch.
This is ridiculous. Yeah, we got to take out that chopper. I just put that body armor on. I just put that body armor on. I just put that freaking body armor on. I went through an entire set of body armor. So I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to get those 5 kills. Just let this guy take you to the drop-off, but do not enter the yellow corona ring on the dock. Or on the pier, I should say. You want to call up your weaponized flying vehicle, then head back to that location and murk those dudes out. All right. Let's go call up the oppressor. No, that's body armor from Temu. That's Temu body armor.
I can't wait to go home and exfoliate.
Hey, going to the gym?
Okay,
later?
coming through. Get out of the way, buddy.
It was amazing. Blonde one called the other blonde one a fat dumb slut, and then got her revenge by sleeping with her husband after that.
All right. Let's call up the oppressor. Okay, let's go. So, Operation Katana, I have a better question. Why can't we have more than 10 super heavy armor? Yeah, Snipes Entertainment. You can totally go back, man. You can totally go back. I usually get my 5 kills by sniping them from the boat on the way out. But it's easier to do it this way. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't be shooting at me. Who else wants some? All right, who else wants some? Like I said, don't even bother because this is much easier. It's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Hold on. Man, that dude's dead already. Somebody killed that dude. Wasn't me. Yeah, so I think we got our 6 kills. I think we got the 6 kills. Just in case we missed somebody. Yep, you had one right there. And there's one right there. Okay. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so we got to lose the cops again. Clay, thanks for joining us. Yeah, the funny thing about sitting in a boat and murking those dudes out is that if you're sitting in the boat, or if you stand on the boat before actually sitting in the boat and heading towards your drop-off, you have to make sure that you're taking out the IAA agents. Taking out law enforcement doesn't count. For whatever reason, law enforcement does not count. You have to get 5 kills on the IAA agents. That's a Rockstar logic. Don't do 5 kills or 5 kills, right? But that's Rockstar logic for you. Okay, we're here. So Clay asks, what do you think the summer DLC is going to be? Yeah, we talked about this during earlier during the stream, and we also talked about it during the previous live stream. I think it's going to be Cops and Crooks. All right, did we get it? Yep, we got it. $360,000. Nice. That double cash in RP. Okay, so what we're going to do now is have a very short Q&A session. Very short Q&A session. This is a part of the live stream where we sit back, we chill out, have a bit of a conversation before wrapping things up. Let me head back to the agency. First of all, let's not be an MC. And we'll re-up and rearm. But yeah, I think the summer DLC is going to be Cops and Crooks. And the reason I think that is because Rockstar, first of all, they haven't released the police outfits yet. Second of all, I think we're getting a police motorcycle in the next DLC. So those are 2 indicators that seem to suggest that we're probably getting a Cops and Crooks themed DLC for summer. Now, there's a reason that Rockstar hasn't released the police outfits yet, and they were supposed to be released as part of the Part 2, which was Oscar Guzman Flies Again, but that Rockstar hasn't done it yet. Yeah, Burns 441, doesn't matter. Yeah, that mission still sucks, doesn't it? Aimlessly says, I still need to make that all cars video to show all the cars. You know what I got to do before that? Organize my garages. Then I got to customize them too, because they are a complete and total mess.
Hey.
Snipes Entertainment says, sounds like another 2-car garage. Hopefully not. Hopefully Rockstar learned their lesson and will give us another 10-car garage. Okay, we need machine gun.
Always gotta have a
Pistols, AP, rifles, heavy weapons.
Need any more?
Body armor. Okay. Let's go to the yacht. Let's go to my super yacht.
Yeah, one night we just need chopper huge ass.
Okay, so we're going to have a short Q&A session and wrap things up. So, I'm Just Lee says, why are we not getting a Michael DeSanta DLC instead? Would be much better. I think that's because we're getting a second DLC this year. we're almost certainly getting a second DLC this year for winter. So I think Michael DeSanta will be saved for the winter DLC. According to Tez Fun 2 over on Twitter, there's a high probability that we're getting a Michael DeSanta themed DLC this year. My guess is that it's going to be for the winter DLC. Now, that being said, I'm not going to be disappointed if we don't get Michael DeSanta for the summer DLC. I just want the summer DLC to be good. I just want it to be good. That's all. That's all I ask for. Just make sure that it's good, Rockstar. You know, Michael DeSanta will come when he comes. That's it. You know, we'll get him when he get him. So, I want the summer DLC to be good. Because remember, the DLCs that we're getting, that's pretty much going to be it for GTA Online as we know it.
Hello.
What's up, girl? How are you? Give me a drink,
Sorry,
please.
Of course.
So Snipes Entertainment says we need a 50-car garage. Yeah, Snipes Entertainment, we need another 50-car garage. We need another Eclipse Boulevard garage. We do. But I don't think we're going to get one because Rockstar Games is hell-bent on selling people GTA Plus for that 100-car garage. So, but yeah, I do agree. We need another 50-car garage. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I got 50 cars in that garage. That's pretty pathetic. So Snipes Entertainment says, I'm so close to needing a second account, but I'm trying to avoid it. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. That's why I stopped buying all those cars. It's funny because all the cars that I get now are either from the podium or from the prize ride. So Ratiuk says, do you think that since we are coming to a close in DLCs that they will give us all the garage space we can buy? Possibly, yes. Yes, and I think Rockstar is probably going to open the floodgates when GTA 6 releases. For GTA 5 Online, for example. I think they're just going to say, you know what? We're done with GTA 5. Here you go. I do think that's possible. So Gas16 says his first floor is not even full. I got all 5 floors filled on that in my Eclipse Boulevard garage. All 5 floors are filled. Yeah, Burns441 says Rockstar owes us for last summer's DLC. Yeah, the bottom dollar bounties was pretty mediocre. It was pretty lackluster, wasn't it? Wasn't my favorite DLC. You know, a 2-car garage, $5 million property, a most wanted bounty that has a 24-hour cooldown was pretty lame. It was pretty lame. I'm just calling it. I know some people liked it. I thought it was garbage. I thought it was garbage. I didn't like it at all. So I'm Just Lee says, I just bought all the cars I needed. Now I hardly ever buy stuff. Yeah, the funny thing is that all of my cars literally come from the prize ride at the LS car meet or the podium car at the casino. If it's a car that I don't own, then I'll definitely get it from one of those two. Now, I'll also say this. Remember all the removed website cars that Rockstar took out of the game, right? Sometimes those cars will show up on the podium. So that's another way for me to get those removed website cars. Ayush, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, sorry about that. YouTube's been having some weird issues today. Brandon Cartwright asks, what's the prediction for the upcoming event week? I'm thinking double cash and RP on vehicle import-export. Or, let me refresh my page. Hold on a second. Double cash and RP on import-export. Vehicle import-export. Or double cash and RP on the auto shop contracts. That's what I think it's going to be. So what's that Ayush says? Give us Lucia, end of discussion. Lucia's a hottie. Lucia is a total hottie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go watch the trailer 2 like right after this, right after we're done here. I'm going to watch trailer 2 in a minute. She is a total stunner. She's hot. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that the dime girls in GTA 6 are all gold diggers. They're gold diggers, pocket watchers, and sack chasers. That's what they are. They're gold diggers. Dracula says, any date indicated for the new DLC sometime in June. We'll probably get some information on it around the second week of June. That's my guess. We may see it sooner. Probably second week in June. Excuse me. Black Phoenix says, speaking of podium cars, I won this week's car. It's not as bad as I thought. No, it's pretty cool. The Vapid GB200, it's a nice car. It's actually really good off-road. It's really good as a rally car. Not the highest top speed, but it's a good rally car. So Matt Asbury says, PS5 Pro officially on sale. Would you get one? No, I'm not going to buy one because I'm not going to spend money on another live service, another console live service. Plus, all of my games are on PlayStation. Not PlayStation, they're on Xbox and PC. So I have no need to purchase the same game twice. Checks over Stripes. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, double cash and RP on CEO Cargo would be nice. It's been a while. It would be nice. I don't think we're going to get it, but hey, anything's possible. Gas 16 says it's a Group B rally car. It's a good car. It's a good rally car off-road. Yes, agreed, 100%. I have one already, so I don't need to win this week's car. Yeah, Lucia is a total hottie. That goes without saying. She is a hot one. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it is 6:34 p.m. for me. I got to go take care of some personal stuff. And because the network, or on YouTube's end, the network on YouTube's end seems to be crapping out on me. Let's call this live stream a win. Let's call this one a win, and let's take our wins when we can get them. So let's not push our luck any further. So let's go ahead and wrap things up right here. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us for today's live stream. I do apologize for the disconnect that happened earlier. That was a YouTube problem. That was on their end. So hopefully we won't see too much more of that moving forward. But nonetheless, we had a good stream. Got some money in the pocket, and my super yacht is paid for officially. So with that being said, this was awesome. The next GTA 5 online live stream will be this coming Saturday, Japan Standard Time. So I hope to see you guys here for that. But until then, thank you guys so much for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. You guys rock. Mechanic Gamer, I see you out there, man. Thanks for stopping in, brother. So with that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105. Yeah, Dranko, we'll see you next time, brother. Take care, man. I'll see you guys next time. I've been Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. Please, if you haven't done so, hit that like button for me on the way out. Let's get this thing up to 100 likes, man. Let's get 100 likes on this thing, people. Let's do it. And I will see you guys when I see... That's the wrong salute, buddy. Wrong salute. Hold on. There we go. Right salute. That's the right salute. I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone, please stay safe. And remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone, hit that like button for me on the way out. God bless to each and every one of you. You guys, every one of you, excuse me. You guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. So let's put some music on and sign off the right way. I'll see you all next time.
Wow.